This podcast is part of the No Phony Podcast Network, the home of independent awesomeness.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Jared.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Steve.
And today we are with Ben and Lanie. We're joined by Ben and Lanie, I should say. Right, guys?
Hi.
You'll see more about them later on in the show, but they're going to join us for the entire show, and it's nice to have them.
Thank you for having us. It's an honour.
No worries. What?
Right, hang on. Why would we see them later on in the show?
Yeah, they're already here, Ja. What does that mean?
What are you doing?
Because we pre-recorded, Steve. Pre-recorded that.
He's annoying me.
You're supposed to keep that a secret. It's the magic.
It's the magic. It's the magic of editing, it is.
Yeah. No one knows how that happened.
That is true. Right, Steve, do you want to leave with news? Don't walk me.
No, I don't. I want to bring something up.
Fuck's sake, you will fall asleep.
I will. This last week, in fact, it was yesterday, I found a creepy man in my kids' pool. Floating on a pink lilo.
I already know who it is.
I'm here.
Beckoning me to come in and hold his hand like the beavers do.
He refused.
He was there in his Speedos.
I was not wearing Speedos.
He was there in his Speedos, scratching the S off. It's not on.
Right. I was in his pool, it was hot. Go on, Mog, sorry.
I was going to say, by beavers, do you mean otters?
Otters, aye.
Sorry, otters.
He got his two big rubber rings. Right, he got his two big rubber rings. I was laying on one rubber ring. I said, come in, Steve. Come in on the other rubber ring with old hands, I said, like the otters, I said, and we won't float away. He wouldn't do it. He refused.
Spoil sport.
I wouldn't
Absolute spoil
refuse to be like
sport,
an otter. I just refuse to go in the pool with him. Right, so...
Hey, if I go in, I'll get hurt.
My camera's going crazy.
That was my words to him. Every time I join him in an event or activity, I get hurt.
It's because you're old and brittle, Steve.
My news. Now, it's a bit old to see that, boys and girls.
Yeah.
This is no judgment now, right? But that gentleman, he was shopping in, where was he shopping to? I can't remember the place now.
Doesn't matter, Steve. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He was shopping with his missus.
He'll tell you the weather and everything, he will. He'll tell you the temperature, the weather.
Blue. And he got stopped at the till. He'd bought about 400 quid's worth of clothes. He got stopped at the till by the manager, and she basically asked him what was the bulge in his trousers. He said it's nothing. He said it's nothing. He said nothing there. It's me, trying to be as dignified as possible. So she didn't believe him. He basically had to go to the changing rooms and show a security guard what was down his trousers. Apparently he was the tennis dodger. Now, this firm is related to JD Sports, and basically a spokesman for JD Sports said, it's a lot of bollocks. He was stopped, but he wasn't asked to put his trousers down. He got aggressive and went, look, if you want to see it.
There's my dick.
That's news.
Oh my God.
That's news. Why is that news? Right now, do you know in the newspapers, you got all the newspapers there, you got all the big stories, you got the small stories, you got the small stories in the newspaper, little snippets. Do any of you read them? Because they used to be my favourite part of the newspaper, not because they were small and it was a very quick read.
I don't read the paper, so I'm out.
I know, you're dyslexic.
I can't remember the last time I bought a paper.
Steve?
Yeah.
Does anyone buy a paper anymore except for Steve?
Basically,
The only thing I buy is the Sun just for the £9.50 holidays. That's the only thing I buy it for.
No, you don't. You do page 3. We all know.
Page 3, exactly.
Page 3.
That's
He broke down when he found out they weren't
That's one
topless.
shit as well. That's one shit.
They can't even get their boobs up anymore.
Damn you, world.
Lainey, Ben,
Damn you.
do you know what Reader's Wives is?
Oh,
Yes,
fucking hell.
although I am
Dude.
12 years older than Ben, so that's probably the only reason that is.
Ben, do you know it?
Look at that baby face. Didn't he?
Oh, love him.
But
Love him.
Andrew didn't know what it was either.
No.
He asked his
So-
mother-in-law.
Right.
We'd asked each other now, right? What would you take on a desert island? This kid, right? The other subjects, yeah. What book would you take? So I said, being a man and being sensible, I would take a Reader's Wives with me. And he said, Soxy didn't know what it was, so we went, whoa. And we sent Soxy off to find out. The first thing he did was ask his missus. The second thing he did was ask his mother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah,
So his mother-in-law
that
now.
went down like a lead balloon.
There is this thing. It's like the oracle. It's called Google. That should always.
I know.
Yeah, but again,
He's Mr. Google, he is as well.
Yeah.
He is Mr. Google, so I don't understand.
you gotta be careful with your history. You gotta be.
In all fairness, he did text me and said, how do I find out? And I did say,
Oh, it's your fault then.
ask your mother. So he thought he'd be clever, and I thought, well, ask my mother, I'll ask the in-laws.
Moggs, next bit of news.
Fucking hell, mine's a bit boring now compared to that. Mine was about, we was talking about, sorry, my phone's going crazy, Alan. Tony Hawk Pro Skater being remastered.
Right?
Yeah.
They've given a list of the characters.
All right.
Basically, it's all the original characters, but they bring in like new ones, and they bring in like Rodney Mullen in, which is like basically a godfather of skateboarding.
Yeah.
And some new ones too, like Nigel Houston and stuff, who's like one of the pros today. That's all. And also the PS5 have released some more titles as well they're going to launch with. And one of them, I was going to bring it up for you, Jar, is called... I got to find it, hang on. 1010, I think it's called.
Right.
Or 1010. T-E-M-T-E-M. And it's basically Pokemon. It's a kind of like Pokemon clone, but it's online, multiplayer. So,
Is it?
yeah, it looks really good. Have a look at it.
All right, hold on. 10.
1010. T-E-M-T-E-M.
Ben, Lainey, are you gamers?
Ben is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's your tipple?
Loves a bit of FIFA.
yeah, FIFA.
FIFA player.
I did try the whole Warzone thing out because that seemed massive.
Yeah.
I was shit at it, so I didn't play it ever again. Yeah, straight back to FIFA.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of news. It might excite everyone, but Suicide Squad.
What? It might excite everyone.
Right, I say excite everyone, but Jared Morgan as a gamers. But the Suicide Squad game is in the works.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
I've not heard about this.
So Suicide Squad game.
It is, but it's not.
But, yeah, but you find.
Do you want me to give this news?
No, let Soxy give it
So,
Please.
the creators of Batman Arkham creators will reveal more the DC fandom event on August the 22nd for the Suicide Squad game.
He's so reading straight off of Google right now.
Right in front of me.
Rocksteady.
Google.
Yeah, you know Rocksteady, Moggs. They made Batman Arkham Origins and stuff. Arkham Asylum.
The Arkham
They're
game.
releasing a new game. They don't know if it's a Suicide Squad game because Superman's on the cover. So, but it's got a picture of Superman with Suicide Squad on his forehead. So it could be a Superman game or a Suicide Squad game.
Okay.
Exciting.
Right, before we move on, I just want to read this out, and can you tell me
I'm disappointed with that.
if this is worth being a bit of news, right? So it's a pound shop, a victim of theft. A roll of tinfoil was stolen from Poundland in Friargate in Preston. The thief struck at 6 p.m. on November 26th. Why that matters, I don't know. The foil is worth £1. Anyone with information about the shoplifter, is asked to get in contact. Is that worth being in the news?
I think it was a slow day.
Yeah, it's a
slow day.
Slow year, I think, for the fucking lockdown at the moment. Anyway,
If he was excited, if he was fighting people with this foil or something, that'd be great.
But why did they need to specify that the roll of foil was at the pound?
It's a Poundland. It's a Poundland.
They got to count. They got to.
Hey, it could have been 99 pence.
Hey, they got to stay there and count every single item one by one. And they're like, Oh shit! One tin foil is missing. Like someone's fucking nicked it.
I reckon it was at 6 o'clock at night. But who knew Poundland was open at 6 o'clock at night? Sounds like
Who goes to Poundland to pinch foil?
Lainey's just pretending to be posh now because she doesn't go to Poundland. Who knew?
Hey, I freaking love a bargain, me man.
Yeah. She's a Geordie, of course she does.
Only the 5-finger discount.
Right, Steve, let's fly through your attractions.
Only one.
Fuck for that.
Everything else is in the show.
Go on.
But I rephrase that. Apologise for last week's show. End of.
Lainey just said she really liked it.
I did.
But I know.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I know, but Lainey's new.
No, you've got a lifetime fan here, guys.
Doesn't matter. We've just gained 2 new subscribers.
Yes.
Get in there, Mugwai.
One. They're together. They class as Ben and Lanie. You have to make separate accounts.
I want separate accounts, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Ben and Lanie is one person job.
And Derek.
Yeah.
Tell Derek to create an account.
Get
There we
Derek
go.
on. Who's Derek? We haven't talked about that.
Yet.
I tell you what, the lead host, he's good.
We are going to slap him at the end of the podcast.
Exactly.
So let me see, we are going to slap him.
Shh.
One retraction, and that was about the moon. Morgan asked, why was the moon called the moon?
The moon.
The moon.
That's right.
So there's basically 1 or 2 answers. All it's basically saying is it's from the Greek. And the Luna is the name of a Greek goddess. But then the best one I thought was the moon was a name for, which was a name of a Greek name. Sorry, moon is the English version of a Greek name, which means basically following the months. So they use the moon to follow months. And that's why it became the moon in English language at least.
And I want to call for an official change to be called our moon Luna.
Luna.
It's
Why
called
can't it be
Luna.
called? It's not. It's called
Totally the
moon.
Death Star.
It's also called the Luna.
It should be always called
Is this-
Luna.
What do they call the lunar landings?
Here they go.
But what do they call the lunar landings?
I'm
Right,
going to
lads,
be that
lads.
person now. So when someone says, "Oh, have you seen the moon tonight?" I'm going to say, "The what?" And then they're going to say,
The what? Yeah.
The moon. I'm going to say, "The Luna." Oh,
The Luna.
yeah, it looks beautiful.
I got a really sorry, Lainey, go on.
I was just saying the Luna's a lot prettier name.
It is.
It is.
That was my
Do
argument.
you know, hang on,
Go on.
Luna was the Roman name for the moon, and the Greek name was Selene.
Celine. That's cool.
Well, I got a really important question actually to ask Ben and Lanie from last week. And it's really important, so you need to think about it now, right? Is an hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh. I mean,
Deep thought.
technically, if it's like something, a sandwich is bread, a filling, and bread. So I guess, yeah.
Exactly.
Well done, Lady.
What else would it be called?
What else could
Hot
it be?
dog.
But if you said to Lainey, I want a sandwich, and she came in with a fucking hot dog, you'll be happy, you.
I'll be right, chap.
Or the other way around. Not to be sexist, the other way around as well. Lainey can call you over.
Yeah.
Listen, if I ask Lainey for a sandwich, I get a fat lip, a black eye, and
I'm always like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. If you get it, I'll get me my thing.
Well, if you're strong and independent, show us how you make a sandwich.
That's the whole point. I don't need to show you anything.
A hot dog is a hot dog anyway.
Yeah, an hot dog's an hot dog,
It's
maybe.
his own thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, Drew, weird Texan, come on.
No.
Ah,
What now?
News
Oh,
game,
fuck,
the
I always...
news game.
I
the
do...
news game.
This is new and I always forget.
Always. Yeah, so this week, like Steve has brought up the point, I have done 2 fakes and 1 real. So you gotta basically tell me which one is the real headline. All right. So
Okay.
the first one is a hunt.
Do you want to explain to Ben and Laney what you're doing?
Yeah. So I will give you the headline. Read the description, and then you got to tell me at the end if it's fake or real. So you got to basically give me the real headline.
Yeah, 3 headlines.
One's
One's real, 2 fake. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is a huntsman spider found feeding on a dead kangaroo in Australia.
That don't surprise me.
And this is back in 2019. Park rangers in Australia were shocked to find a male kangaroo being eaten by a large female huntsman spider in eastern Queensland. The species, known for eating large reptiles and rodents, has never been witnessed feasting on a large prey before. Rangers were unsure if the spider measuring 14 inches had killed the kangaroo,
Inches.
kangaroo, yeah, or merely come across the injured animal.
Merrily.
Or merely.
14 inches.
Merely. M-E-R-E-L-Y.
Merely.
Merely. You know what I'm like? You know what I'm like with my words?
I just picture like Lainey then. La la la. Oh, lovely.
If they can
Sorry.
First hit the song.
Steve Irwin was quite merrily, wasn't he, to be fair?
He was fucking hell.
If they confirm the kill, this would be the first reported case of its kind, and locals have been warned to be extra vigilant when out walking.
Why would the locals have to be vigilant? The local kangaroos, maybe, but not the locals.
But what about the medical records? Might come for you.
Yeah. Merrily.
Right, let's get the other headlines out the way.
The next one. This is back in 2015. A woman has implants to make her resemble E.T.
Hey, what?
So a woman has implants to make her resemble E.T.
Oh, to resemble E.T.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Wait. That woman already exists. She's in Coronation Street. I don't know her name. She's
I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
A woman from...
Is it Gail?
Gail Platt.
Oh,
Gail Platt.
Gail Platt, that's the one.
A woman from Monaco has had implants added to the size of her head to make her resemble family-friendly alien E.T. Julianne Decoro, I'm going to fucking push that again, look, but it's Julianne Decoro, a huge fan of the movie, also has tattoos all over the skin to make it the same pattern as the alien, and she also intends to have surgery carried out to widen the gap between her eyes.
What about the neck?
I'm not having that.
What about the 2-foot neck?
E.T. looks like a fucking giant turd. Why would you want to tattoo your skin to look like that? What the fuck? Like,
Poor fuck, he's sweating so much, bless him.
I am literally
I am as well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating now. I was making fun of socks. I'm fucking sweating.
Look at this.
Look at that!
Penis sweat.
He's got like a dick on his chest.
And the last one, a burglar breaks into an escape room business, panics and calls 911.
I hope that's true.
And this is back in 2018. So a burglar in Vancouver, Washington.
Vancouver, is it?
Vancouver, yeah, it's in Vancouver.
Where?
Vancouver.
Where's it to?
Washington.
It's not
There's only one
Vancouver. Vancouver is
Vancouver,
Canada.
Yeah.
That's in Canada, not Washington, so it's got to be the other fucking word you said.
I'm sure Vancouver.
I spelled it
right
out.
between, innit?
Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver. I think Vancouver is on the border. I think.
Right, Washington made 4 panic phone calls after breaking into an escape room business and having trouble getting out. The business now boasts that we now have a 0% escape rate with criminals.
That's like something that would happen if a burglar snuck into our house. Like, fuck this.
Fuck. Call the police.
Derek would be like,
Deadlines. Go on.
Has Derek ever opened the front door?
no, thank God.
Ding,
But we always
ding
put
dong.
them.
Hey! We don't know who Derek is until halfway into the fucking show. Who's Derek?
Well, we didn't until you told us about him.
Listeners are going to be listening to this going, what the fuck? What are they on about Derek?
Who the fuck is Derek?
Derek opening the front door.
It's almost the build-up, isn't it?
Yeah, go on.
So halfway through, they're all going to go, Derek.
That's Derek.
So I will give you the headlines again. So, Huntsman spider found feeding on a dead kangaroo in Australia. A woman has implants to make her resemble E.T. And a burglar breaks into the escape room business, panics, and calls 911. So, out there,
I want that to be true,
which one is real?
but I reckon the spider story's real.
I don't think I've heard of was it 14 inches?
14 inches, yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
big. I don't know.
No, they average about 12, don't they?
I never seen a big one.
Size of a chair seat.
Nah, I think it's. I don't know. I never seen any of them that big, like. But obviously,
Come on, Morgs.
out in the outback, they're probably fucking way bigger.
Oh, man.
And I'm going with the panic room, I am.
I think the panic room's real. That's the one that seems the most real. But I think the ET one could be real too. I'm going to say ET.
Hey, you two are separate. Mine, I want to answer off both of them, not one.
Yeah, stop.
You don't come as one.
Yeah.
You don't come as one, you come as two.
Ben?
Or three.
I think the panic room one is the real one. And the only reason is that I think if someone was tattooed all over their body, then it probably wouldn't be impossible to think that they might have some sort of like implants under the skin. But it was the eyes, like getting their eyes separated. I was like, oh, that's got to be bullshit now. Like if you'd have left that bit out, I might have gone with that one. So I'm going with
I agree.
So Lainey's going with the panic room. Ben?
I'm going with the ET one being true because there was that guy, like surgery, like plastic surgery, anything's possible. There was that guy that made himself look like David Beckham.
No, he didn't. He looked like
nothing like him.
Exactly.
He looked fire damaged. He looked melted.
Have you seen a guy who tries making... Go on, but sorry, Ben.
The point is plastic surgery. So I'm going to go with that one.
There is a guy who made himself look like Superman. So, like a stretched out plastic looking Superman.
I have seen that as well.
That's creepy as fuck.
There's a program called Botch, which is basically like fucked up plastic surgery, and he was on it. He was literally.
Andrew, we're in front of you. We're not over there.
I got you. I just. I've got two screens, Jar. Just remember.
Oh, now you're flexing. Oh, I've got two screens.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's how he wins quizzes.
That's how I win quizzes.
The only way he wins quizzes.
So come on.
Anyway, so the Huntsman spider found feeding on a dead kangaroo in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Fake news. Woman has implants to make her resemble E.T.
Oh, God.
Fake news.
Morgan.
So Morgan.
It's the burglar.
And Lainey. The burglar.
I didn't say. I said ET.
Oh, I said the burglar.
Steve said the burglar.
Steve and Lainey. Yeah, the burglar breaks into the escape room business, panics, and calls 911. Real news.
I want to see CCTV of that. I think it'd be hilarious.
I need to see footage. If there's footage, I need to see it. I really do. Like,
how does he justify it? Like, hello, what's your emergency? Oh, I broke into somewhere with the intention of burgling it, but now I'm stuck. Hopefully.
Also, what was he going to burgle from there? Like, what did he steal?
That's it.
I want to do we should do an escape room. I want to do one.
I did one just before.
We should.
Was it good?
Yeah.
What did you
We'll
do?
be phoning the police.
What do you do, Socks?
So, technically, we had a till right at the door, and you had to find clues for like the amount to enter into the till to open the door.
Okay.
so when I done that is,
So we had like book openings, we had magazines, we had like mattresses, we had pictures on the wall. We had to find like.
is it the one with the infrared socks? The blue light, black light.
Yeah, well, we had literally on the pictures. You had to find like numbers and put it in. And then we had like a phone book. We had like a phone book and a phone. We had to dial a number and it gives us a code over the phone. But yeah, we got out.
Yeah,
that's cool. I want to do one.
It's good.
right. Weird tech, Socks. Weird tech. I've been looking forward to this.
No worries. So for Ben and Lanie, because you probably won't see it, but that's the first one.
It's a bathroom with like pictures on the walls. It looks like.
So it's a shower curtain.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a shower curtain, and this is called Better Than Bubbles Tech-Friendly Clear Shower Curtain Liner with pockets for any iPad, iPhone, or any tablets. Now, ever wondered if there was a way to liven up your shower routine? Now you can watch, play with, or listen to your smartphones or tablets in the shower. It even allows you to use your on-device cameras That's what it's saying now. This is a description. With multiple phone or tablet-sized pockets on the outside to hold your device. Pockets at different height levels to accommodate
Accommodate
All
what?
angles.
Accommodate both adults and children.
Oh,
Watch movies, play games, listen to music, read the news, stay connected. This is a description of the product. This is what I was going for.
You just said something about a camera.
Yeah, so it says so it says even allows you to use your on-device cameras in the shower.
Well, that's
OnlyFans is going to have a whole.
yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
I'm just thinking, have we got to the stage, right, where we can't take a fucking shower without taking our phones with us?
I can't.
I can't
online.
It's
either.
ridiculous. It's
What?
really.
I take a shower and I go on my phone.
Me too. I
Why?
play music.
Music, Facebook.
In the background.
Facebook, when you're in the shower like this.
I'm not like that. I'm just like normal. It's waterproof.
Why?
Because I can if I want
How
to.
long do you spend in a shower?
Half hour? 20
Andrew,
minutes?
Morgan, you are not washing that hair.
Oh, there's Tyler boy.
Tyler made a second
I'm
camera.
sorry, but you do not need to take a phone into this. You just
No, you don't.
No.
You don't need to, but I do.
I've got to ask a question to the two of you.
I'm sorry. Dad, when you go to the toilet, what do you take with you?
But that's different. That's the most boring thing in the world is taking a shit.
Having a shower. Is that the most boring thing as well? Having a shower.
No, you play it. You get Alexa, right? You take Alexa with you, play some music.
Yeah.
Then
So I got
Well,
to carry
well,
the fucking Alexa rather than just take my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
And you've got to
It's already in my pocket. Yeah,
An extension here.
exactly.
Right, Morgan and Lainey,
Yeah.
what is your go-to shower music?
2 seconds.
Well, I don't know. It depends what mood. Usually, I listen to podcasts.
Usually what?
I'm a podcast kind of girl.
She
How long do
listens
you shower for?
She listens to A Grave for Crows, available on
Exactly.
Spotify.
Yeah, I do. Have you ever?
Ben, how long is she in the shower for?
What's that?
How long is she in the shower for? Be the judge.
Too long.
Like, there's different types of showers when you're a woman. There's like the
Like what?
hair and exfoliating kind of shower, and then there's the
That's called a wash.
It's gonna wash.
You got the soapy kind, you got the watery kind, you got the conditioner kind.
You got the hair mask kind, you've got the shavy leg kind, you've got the
I'll be
sit down
honest.
shower. You just
The what?
Oh,
a sit down shower.
What?
It's like a hybrid between a shower and a bath. So you don't want to fully commit to a bath.
A city down shower.
I know what she said, Morgan.
All right, okay.
I wanted to explain it.
Well,
You just sit down in the shower.
Right. Have you got a chair in your shower?
think of it this way: when you're a bloke and you need to go for a wee, you can either stand up or you can sit down. When you stand up, you're in a bit of a rush. And you want to get it done quickly. But when you want to sit down, you want to relax and you want to enjoy it. It's a little bit like that. That's how I think of it.
Spot on.
Ben, stop talking, Ben. Right, I stand up every time.
Right, well,
There are very few answers and reasons for sitting down when you have a pee, unless Mrs. tells you you've got to sit down.
I'm going to just tell you right
listen,
now.
when you next go for a wee, sit down, get back to me on what you think.
Actually,
right?
and next week you've got to try that sit down shower, and then I want to hear about it in next week's podcast, right?
Okay, so I'll take that. But how do you do the sitting down? Is there a chair in the shower?
So no, you need to take the shower head.
I'm squatting.
No.
I'm 40 years old. I won't get back up.
You need to fully commit. Put the sheets on the floor.
Imagine Steve squatting in the shower.
What if I haven't put the shampoo bottle in the right place?
That's why you come to bed. You put everything to reach.
It sounds very dangerous.
Right, no,
When I picture, sorry, Lee, go on.
what you do? Here's what you do.
Yeah,
Get in the
please.
shower. You get yourself wet. You then have your sit down shower.
I do that anyway. I get wet anyway.
Yeah, but then you don't commit to washing or anything like that. It's just about the.
So what am I doing in the shower?
You get then when you're like right. then you're like right. I'm relaxed. My hybrid bath shower, I like to call it a bower or a shaft, but I think that's a bit wrong. Then you're like, okay. Then you have a wash and then you get out.
I'm just picturing Steve squatting.
Also, it's easier to use your phone when you're sat down. Just saying.
Use what?
It's easier to use your phone when you're sat down. I'm sure Morgan will appreciate that one.
I'll give you that. And if I got a shower curtain, I'll put my phone in there as well. I get that.
See? There you go. There you go.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know. But I still don't get this. What's the sitting down bit?
You just sit down.
Just sit down.
He hasn't got a chair.
No,
You sit with your ass on the floor.
You don't sit on a chair. When you have a bath, you don't sit on a chair. You sit in the bath.
That's how old Steve is. He needs a chair to get into a bath. Come on.
Sorry, but I'm just picturing, right?
How big
The image,
shower?
the image of Steve squatting in the shower just reminds me of Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I just saying, precious.
Walking in the shower.
Steve's bath
Can't
routine
get comfy.
Steve's bath routine is he's got to go into the bath, sit in the chair, and get his wife to wind the chair down so he can get into the bath.
You know, okay, I'm wet. I had a little squat. I'm now
He's taking a shit.
I've pumped my arse on the very ribbed tile that I've now got on my shower.
Listen, the problem is if you squat, you're going to everything up.
Right, now, my shower is about 1.2 by 1.2 meters, right?
Right.
That's fine.
A big shower.
I'm 6 foot tall-ish, maybe 5'10". So when I get down there, like I said, at 48 years old, the old knees are not the best, yeah? Jared, his hips, me, the knees. So I got down now, I'm done. I'm sat. My back is on the freezing cold wall.
No, you have to pre-warm.
My knees are under the chin.
I'm sorry, but
and I've just dropped the soap. That is not fun.
With each of the soap, so you're fine.
Yeah, you drop.
Ben.
If you drop the soap, it's already on the floor. It's even closer to you.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, Lanie, I need to tell you. My life, right? One of my main objectives in life, right, is to just wind Steve up until he goes crazy, right? So he's been in bed. Listen, all right, so I just torment the fuck out of him. She's been in bed, right? And I've jumped into bed with him and he's walking up and just all stuff, right? And I've walked in on him in the shower. What's happening, Steve? Right, the what? So just for a laugh. So I swear to God, if I walk in and he's squatting, right? I'm coming after you, fuckers. I'm coming after you. If I walk in on the shower, Steve, one day you squatting, I'm done, but I'm done.
If I'm squatting, that's the time where you need to come in and get me the fuck out.
Wind that chair up, Jar. Wind that chair up and get him out.
Need one of those guys.
Anyway,
we need to vote. We really need to.
I haven't told you the price yet.
Go on, tell us the price.
I'm out. I don't care.
And I'm out at all. How much?
The price is £29.73 on Amazon.
Not bad, is it?
It's not bad.
Well,
I wouldn't buy it.
Let's vote then. I'm not buying it.
No. The two people who take their phones and goes, that's not bad. That's not. Nobody else. I want to also add to this, right? This is Andrew. This is probably the creepiest weird tech you've ever brought to this show.
Why?
You got image of Steve squatting in the shower, booting his retina.
It's got the cameras. They're everywhere. They're all this. No, it's wrong. This is me time. I'm going to scrub everything. I'm going to exfoliate and have a bloody good wash, and I won't even sit down for it.
How metrosexual of you.
Yeah. He's very, very metrosexual.
Very clean. That's it. That's what I'm going to watch.
Steve, I think you mean camp. Very camp.
I agree because the hands were going and everything.
So we got Morgan and Steve out. Morgan, Ben, Lainey, are you in or out?
You just said I was out.
Morgan's well in.
I'm out. I'm not fucking buying that. I got my hands.
Ben, Lainey, separately.
Ben is in. He doesn't realise he's in. You haven't got a choice.
He has no choice.
No, separate vote. You buy it in or out?
I'm out.
I mean, I think if you had a bath over your shower, shower over your bath.
Yeah.
And you have a shower curtain. You could be like dual use. You could be in the bath, and you could have hands-free viewing on your phone.
You've got a point, actually. That's a good point, because instead of holding it, I could just slop it in. Bump. Yeah, I change. I would buy it too then. Fuck it.
Next take, Andrew. Next take.
So the next one.
Ben, can I just point out, you're in.
You're in without wanting to be in.
Derek's in as well.
Yeah, Derek. Who's Derek?
That's good for him.
So that's the next one.
Who's Derek?
Yeah, who's Derek?
Yeah.
So
it looks like a programming kit or something, is it?
Yeah, so this is a Kano computer kit, and technically you can build any codes for any PCs and also create your own music and any games, etc. on it. So the description is all in one box. It's a 10.1 inch screen, HD screen.
It's a tablet.
It has a Raspberry Pi 3 system. DIY.
That's a tablet.
It has a DIY build your own speakers. So you can create your own speakers and wireless keyboard, case and stand. It also has 3 USB ports, HDMI cable, sound sensors, stickers, and Kano unique operating system.
Why have you got to build your own speakers?
Yeah, I think
so on the tablet itself, you can put your own speakers into the tablet with music creating. That's what I'm going to come into now. So with Google Song Maker, you can browse the internet and watch any YouTube videos and stuff, but you can also mix your own music. Now, some speakers do not perform well as like bassy speakers or tempo speakers or anything like that. So you can put your own speakers into the tablet. So you can also wire them up. You can also put any end of speakers onto the tablet.
So where does the built-in speakers come into it?
At the back of the tablet, you can take the tablet apart. You can build your own like mixing studio. So you can put your own speakers into it, or connect your own speakers to it, etc.
So you can connect speakers to it.
Yeah.
You can't build speakers.
No, I know you can't build speakers, but you can add. But you can.
He said the word build speakers.
What I mean is you can add your own speakers to the tablets. You can take the speakers out and put your own speakers.
You can change the speakers.
So how much? Yeah. How much is this?
It's quite expensive. This is $299.
Okay,
right,
well, that's not bad.
I'm not interested in that shite.
I think it's alright.
Why?
Because it's basically what it sounds like. What Soxy's described it is. It's a home studio kit.
Spot on.
It sounds to me like a flat pack fucking tablet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got some gizmos with it though, so it's better than a tablet really if it's got USB and you can attach your own monitors to it.
Yeah. So HDMI and stuff like that is on it as well.
Yeah. I would probably use something like that. I like stuff like that.
I'm good.
Morgan's in?
Right?
Yeah, I would.
Got Bluetooth, which you connect your monitors to anyway.
Yeah, but we talk.
How wet is that towel he's using?
It is fucking dripping.
He's gonna just wring it out at the end. It's no. If you're talking like studio monitors, you won't be able to Bluetooth those. Like you need to wire them because obviously they're really good. You know, they're expensive. Oh, you're talking like £600 for a set of good monitors.
Is it like a starter kit? Like if there was a kid that was interested in getting into something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's like.
Yeah, but Kano himself has got over 500,000 remix. Like you can do your own like remixes of songs as well. But you can also take like when you're on YouTube, you want to take like a music and then remix it to another music. You got the chords there and also the program there to mix the songs.
Yeah, maybe.
But you got apps and anyway that would do that for you without that fucking Kano kit.
Yeah, like a set of studio speakers, like KRKs, Rockets. They're like £315. So
Morgan shopping.
I'm checking like prices on proper monitors. No, I would buy it. That's good. I think it's really good. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, let's vote. Morgan's in. I'm out. Laney's out. Ben?
Just because I don't have a use for it, I'm out.
Steve?
I do like the idea of being someone who wants to develop themselves and get into that kind of thing, and that's pretty much all it's good for. But again, the price in regards to someone who wants to get into it, being a youngster, like what Lainey said, would to me mean probably wouldn't be able to afford it, and it's something out of your reach unless mum and dad would buy it for you.
Yeah.
Steve,
Can I just say something?
simplify.
I want to try and change his mind quick.
Go.
If you want a proper laptop for that, that's going to cost you about 3 times as much. Or computer.
I'm in.
See?
As long as someone can put it together for me, I'm in.
Exactly.
That's the same here. Like I bought a gaming PC, which is basically what I wanted, but I wanted just a laptop. I didn't want the whole unit and monitor and stuff. I just wanted the gaming laptop, and I spent basically 3 times what this tablet's going to cost. But the monitor that I got here, I had completely free from work. Fair enough to him. But it's like a £400 monitor, and I'm happy days, and it's like going out there. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
Lainey,
Right, move on.
5-fingered shopping.
I'll sort you out.
Next one, Andrew. Next one.
So again, for Ben and Lanie.
What is
Looks like a cog.
Why is that for Ben and Laney?
So because you lot have seen this. Ben
All
and
right.
Lanie haven't.
I thought you meant that was just one.
Yeah, right. So
It looks like a grill cleaner.
Right, so yeah, this is the Sage Owl Brass Barbecue Grill Cleaner, as Morgan just fucking said. So
I can see.
cleaning up a barbecue grill can be a challenging task. This brass grill cleaner makes it easier. In part due to its universal fit, a total of 13 groves.
Is what fit?
Universal fit.
All right.
It's all barbecues.
Yeah, a total of 13 groves allows the cleaner to accommodate just about any type of grill.
13 groves?
Groves.
Groves or grooves? Grooves.
All right.
Grooves. There we go, right? Grooves. Allows a cleaner to accommodate just about any type of grill. Not only does the solid brass material add an element of durability, it also won't damage your grill. In fact, you can use a cleaner on grill gates that have been coated with Teflon or here we go. I'm gonna fuck this up. I know I'm gonna fuck this up. Porcelain or porcelain.
Yeah, you're right.
Porcelain.
Yeah, porcelain.
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 The fast ones.
Yeah, the fast ones.
Sean Connery.
You will find this grill gadget in several sizes. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, it is.
Socks, can you spell barbecue for me?
Of course, I can. BARBEQUE.
I was going to say BBQ, but there we are. Okay.
Is it a Q in barbecue? Was it a C?
He's got it in front of him.
I've got it in front of me, Mo.
He's reading.
I'm reading right.
He's reading a fucking. He's reading a barbecue device. If we looked, he looked directly at the fucking screen when he spent it. Oh, poor sweaty fat-headed man.
Thanks, man. So
Go on, Andrew.
I just want to say, I'm sure you spell barbecue BARBECUE.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
It's the American view. It's got to be the American way.
Maybe it's the American way.
Yeah, but it is American price, so it's $18 for this.
Ah, that's American.
I'm out. I don't. Nah.
Cook. Big things like what man do.
Jared never does a barbecue.
We're fucking sexist, Albert, isn't it?
You're the same person as you were this morning, and you're definitely someone who sits down in the shower.
Don't knock the city down shower.
I'm not.
You did.
Saying.
Do you know, I wouldn't buy it, and that looks small. Look how fucking tiny that is.
It is.
It looks like the Afro was.
You've got to put your hands right on your grill, which is hot. You want to clean it when it's hot. We get similar ones in kitchens I've worked in, but it's square. It's about that big, and it's on a stick. And then you scrape. And they use them now because you're not allowed to use wire brushes anymore because they say the wire can get in the food. But yeah, that looks way too awkward to use. I wouldn't use that. I'm out.
Does it mean you've got to clean every single bar at a time, one at a time?
That one is as well. Whereas again, the ones I've used,
wouldn't that annoy the fuck out of you?
Yeah, that would fucking take ages. The ones I've used are about that long, and they've got about. It depends, obviously, what size, but around 6 grooves then on an average.
Let's get voting, boys and girls.
Morgan's out.
I'm out. I wouldn't buy that.
I'm out. Ben, Lanie?
No, I'm not having it.
Not interested.
Too awkward.
Right, Socks, you got a bonus song for us?
Barbecue.
Right then. Yeah, so this is the bonus
Got
one.
a bonus tech for us.
Now, this came up on my Facebook fucking page, right? And stuff on my like story status thing. So this is like a bracelet.
Right?
Especially different colours.
Is it like a bracelet or is it a bracelet?
It is technically it is a bracelet, right? So
Okay,
this is called a Berry Lucky. So I spelled it out. So BERY,
Right.
and then LOKYY, LOOKYY. So
Berry
Lucky.
Berry Locky.
Or Lucky or Lucky. So LOOKYY, right?
Lucky.
Just get on with it.
Lucky.
Lucky, right? So
Lucky.
with this bracelet, it is Bluetooth activated to any mobile device. You can make your skin your new touchscreen. Now you can also read your mails, play your favorite games, answer your calls. Wait, I haven't finished.
Let me get the end.
Let him finish.
Check the weather and find your way by using the maps. Now you can do whatever you want on your arm. Now what it does, it has a Pico projector, as it's called, with 8 long-range proximity sensors. What is it?
Please do it again. Please do it.
What is this, socks? What is this, socks?
Proximity.
Whose dog's barking?
Proximity.
Outside.
Yeah, who's
Proximity
oh, it's outside
sensors.
yours. There.
Right? It will use tiny Pico project and 8 miniature proximity sensors to replicate the image of your device screen onto your arm. Now the bracelet enables you to disperse it underwater.
Oh, he's good. He's fucking good.
Right, the bracelet itself, you can enables you to disperse it underwater. And it is a video. I put it up on Twitter. It's an evidence of a portion of the video taking place in a bathtub, and allows users to enjoy device functionality even when the handset is out of reach. So what that means is, if your phone's downstairs, you can still use your phone upstairs. Okay. Now it has up to a 3-meter Bluetooth range on the device. It doesn't need charging.
I think a 3-meter range means it probably wouldn't work if you were upstairs and it was downstairs.
Yeah, that's more than 10 foot.
And also, like
8 foot to your ceiling.
So you couldn't use it if it was downstairs.
Unless you directly underneath
sorry.
it.
A 3-foot Bluetooth range, sorry.
A 3 foot.
So it's fucking
Definitely upstairs.
that couldn't even be in the fucking same room. Like, it has to be in your
Like
On the table.
It's technically saying that you don't have to have your phone near you, basically, to use it.
What do you fucking do?
But no offense, but just point, like, just use your phone.
Right, by flicking your wrist, it will initiate the display onto your arm.
Ooh.
The bracelet.
I like that.
What if you want a bit of alone time, like?
The bracelet will.
Yeah,
use the other arm.
Then you're in trouble.
Jared, why are you writing fucking nonsense in the group chat again?
The bracelet
Wasn't me, boys.
The bracelet itself will be motor resistant and durable. Flick, swipe, pinch, and zoom functionality will be supported, along with a tap to text. So you can also text onto your arm as well. And you'll be able to answer any phone call with a flick of the wrist.
The flick of
right,
the
so
wrist.
I've got like a few.
He's
like,
back then again, isn't he? The man's doing everything. What are you doing?
Go on, Lainey.
Just answering a few comments.
So effectively, it's just a smartwatch, but it just projects onto your arm.
Projects onto
Only
your
That's correct. But
it's not as like effective because.
yeah, but the next bit I'm going to explain is low energy Bluetooth will communicate with your mobile device, but the bracelet has a Wi-Fi compound will connect you to the network. So that's what it means about. Yeah, so there's a Wi-Fi it would work. Component.
Yeah.
There's a Wi-Fi component will connect you to the network.
So it would
not
work probably further than 3 foot.
Yeah,
It's not going to work.
so the
It's not.
Bluetooth is 3 foot, but the Wi-Fi is. It will have a vibrate function and a micro USB charging port.
Oh,
But
no, he
the
didn't
charge-
say that, did he?
The charging port is only for.
He said just now it didn't need charging.
No, right.
No,
the
that's what
charging
he's saying.
port
Hang on
is
now.
for the little device for the Bluetooth. The Wi-Fi stuff on our side doesn't need charging. It's the Bluetooth and the charging.
Oh, okay.
You've got to charge the Bluetooth.
It's
got
also
to
got
charge
a
the
facility. Remember those watches which would work from motion? You just walk along and it charge itself from motion.
Yeah.
So when you're answering stuff
Yeah.
and
Charging my phone.
Now the price,
it's not gonna work. It won't work.
What's the price?
The price of this, right, is basically it's called the high-end smart Bluetooth development bracelet. It's £15.33.
What? I'd fucking buy that straight away.
This is what I said. This is what I said to Jar at the beginning of the show. If this item is what it's saying it is, I'm buying one.
Yeah. That, like, all I'm thinking is like Fallout style. It's on your arm when you get to fucking have this. Because I've got a smartwatch too. I haven't got it on at the moment. But my smartwatch, it does everything I want it to do. But it sort of doesn't as well. Like, I can read my messages, but I can't reply. I haven't got a built-in reply feature.
Spend more money.
I can speak, like, use it to speak on loudspeaker, but I can't hear from it. Do you know what I mean? So I need my phone near me. So it does the things, but if I can see the full screen of the phone on my arm without pulling my phone out of my pocket, especially in work and stuff, that'd be fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's like for 15. What was it? 15.99.
15 quid.
£15.33.
That price is throwing me off a little bit, though.
It's almost...
Like I said, I have only thing I looked into it. Like I said, when I clicked on the link from Facebook, it brought me to a verylucky.com website.
Sorry, guys.
And it says £15.33, 5% off discount, and all I got to do is press buy, and it's done. So
this sounds like an Apple Watch that you'd buy off Wish.
That's what I was going to say.
There is nothing wrong with Wish.
Steve loves
Steve loves
there is with the product.
Sorry, now wait. Steve loves Wish.
My wife has recently asked me to stop.
I like the idea of it. If it's genuinely what it says, if what it says it does actually is what it does, I think it's like it's worth getting one to give it a go. Like, if you imagine that you went to the beach on holiday and you could maybe take that and go and paddle in the sea and not worry. If you had like an expensive Apple Watch, you wouldn't want to take that, but maybe that wouldn't matter so much. The only thing is, like, if it's projecting onto your arm and it was a really bright day, would you see it?
Yeah, there's got to be some downfalls, isn't there? Like brightness.
Can I just turn Lainey's comment around there now? So if I'm out in the beach, I've just gone for a nice swim, waterproof, all on the arm, doing a bit of backstroke now, yes, you're floating in the Dead Sea or something, yeah? You look like the Texas now, wherever. All of a sudden, you're out of breath and you can't swim no more. You're 5 foot down, you can't get back to the top. I'm fucking drowning. Anyone? Brilliant. I'm in.
I'm about 2 miles away. Find me.
There's more to do.
3 feet away, so don't go 3 feet out.
Can someone make sure my phone's all right?
I'm literally about to buy this. I'm literally going to click the buy button and buy it.
Right, well,
you can.
Why not?
You can be the guinea pig then.
Yep.
I'm going to be the guinea pig as well.
For £15, I would buy it. I would try it. It's worth a try.
I'm going to be the grumpy one now. I'm out. I still think it'll work. I still think it'll work. I think it'll be fiddly and you'll be pressing a button. And it's not going to work. Then I still think it'll work.
It's because your arms are skinny. That's all that is meant.
What if it's early tech, or like, look at the first touchscreen smartphones? They were fucking shocking. You had to whack them, like hit them really hard and stuff. So if it's early tech, like, and it's sort of, you know, a branch to what it could be, I'd be. But
don't forget, it's the early tech based off the tech that's come before it as well. So, you know, the advancements should be up a level as well.
Right, look, I just click the buy button and then click check out. Now the price has changed from $15.33 to $19.99.
Oh, hang on now.
Yeah.
So it changed from £15.33 to £19.99.
You still gonna buy it?
Fucking right now.
I am.
That would throw me right off. If someone said 15 quid, then I clicked it, and it was like 19 quid, I'd be hang on.
And then like, how much is delivery? And then have you got to pay like import tax?
Unless it's stuff like that, fair enough.
It's still cheaper than a £200 Apple Watch, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
And if it does the same thing, and you're cool with it, you know,
but then
if your forearm is big enough, you know,
looking like Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right, come on, let's get your vote in.
I'm in.
I'm out.
Yeah, I think we're in.
You're all in apart from me, yeah?
Oh, from you.
Yeah.
Socks, when you buy it, we want input. We want a review, but
I'm
We
doing that.
do, yeah.
we want a review.
Socks, if it's a shit, it's your own fault.
We're going to have a Drew's review next week.
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
Review on
Right. Are we moving on to Dear Drew?
Yes.
Shall we? Right, Ben, Lainey, have you got a question for Dear Drew?
Or maybe if you want to wait and see what
Right,
other people
wait,
have
before
seen,
we do anything,
then think
before we
of
do
your
anything.
question.
Jared,
Soxy.
Jared,
panicking.
Yeah, yeah.
do you have your spoons?
What?
No,
What for?
And can you do the jingle?
I will do the jingle. I apologise for the awful singing, guys.
Lainey, you didn't hear this last week. You're not in for a treat, sorry.
I'm
Ready?
really so excited.
This is Soxy's jingle.
Soxy's got 2 theme songs. It's fucking incredible.
I can do the first
Yeah.
one simple.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Do I have a question? He's got the answer for you. You got a problem? He will solve it in 2. Why don't you come along? Why don't you come along? Why don't you come along and ask Dear Drew?
Brilliant.
I gotta clap myself, see. Nobody else claps me.
Yeah, no one else
Just
claps.
hand.
Oh, did Soxy come in this time?
Oh, I did come in. Only Steve does jazz.
He didn't.
Yeah, he
He
did.
didn't.
I did come in.
Do not take the jazz hand from Steve.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
Steve's thing.
I take it all back. I'm sorry.
Can I,
Steve,
before we carry on,
show it out the jazz hand, Steve. Fucking show a bit.
Do it.
Ooh. He's not revealing his secrets. He's keeping them to himself.
Oh, he's not. No, he's not.
Steve's a special boy.
I'm sorry, but this freaking fucking ordering will not pick up my address.
That's because it's in China and he doesn't know where the fuck he's in.
Stop. Andrew, stop.
Okay.
Do it later. Do it
There are
later.
too many signs, Andrew. Stop.
Right, Steve. First question.
First question. Dear Drew, what would be the creepiest thing you could say whilst passing a stranger on a street?
Oh, really?
Who sent that in?
Who sent it in, Steve?
Well, all right, I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. Because we didn't know that Ben and Lanie wasn't going to be doing the full show,
Right.
I actually wrote on it, and that's from Ben and Lanie. But it's mine for the special show.
We'll ask the question. We'll go ahead with it. This one's from Lainey.
This one's from Ben and Lanie.
We'll cut all that out.
Go on, Andrew.
Hello, sexy.
What, to a man as well?
Both.
That's the creepiest thing. Fair enough.
Oh my God. Andrew.
Hello, sexy.
Or
Lainey, did you get the answer you wanted? Did you get the answer you wanted?
Is that the answer he's asking for?
Thank you for answering our question.
no worries, man. No worries.
Socks, I tell you what.
What? Hang on. So, what would you answer? What would you say?
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was my
Can I
next thing.
smell you?
Not hello, Soxy.
Hello, sexy.
Was that hello, sexy or hello, Soxy?
Hello, sexy.
Right, okay. Oh, right, this is a joint effort, Socks. Dear Drew, if you were wrongfully put into an insane asylum, how would you convince them that you are actually sane and not just pretending you're sane? And that's from Oswald Copperpot and Jeremiah Boleski, sorry. How would you prove you were sane, Socks?
I will sit down, look him into the eyes, and speak to him nice and calmly, and not fucking rip everything apart and fucking.
But does that mean you're pretending, the Socks?
Like you normally would. Like
I normally would. Yeah, like I normally would. Spot on. I want to speak to him going, oh, fucking, right then, this is, right. I'd be going, right, I am not insane, I'm not this, I'm not that. I would like to be.
I promise you.
I would like to be
Socks, I
free.
could be pretending. I would like to be free.
I can promise you when I'm on the outside, I am a different person. Blah blah blah.
But they want you to be the right person before you go.
I can promise you, if he ended up in a fucking mental asylum, they'd let him out.
He's not getting out.
No, fuck no.
Really not.
You're right there.
Socks, if you're in
The sun and the moon is the same thing. It is.
Pyramids were built from the top to the bottom, not the bottom to the top. Get it fucking right. Come on.
Socks, I'm pretty convinced, right, that if you was in a judge of people, right, in front of a bunch of judges of how insane you are, right,
Yeah.
and you said to them, calmly, collectively, I'm not like this on the outside, they're not going to let you out.
Yeah, they will.
Why?
What?
Because I'm acting nice and calm.
Because he's telling him he's nuts on the outside.
I'm not on the outside.
I'm perfectly nuts on the outside, man. Good in you.
Excuse me.
Whatever you're giving me, whatever drugs you're giving me, they fucking work. So keep on giving to me when I'm on the outside. There we go.
So you were telling them you were insane on the outside then?
Well, I was insane on the outside to be put into this insane asylum. So
Yeah, but wasn't the question if he was accidentally put on the outside, Steve?
No. I said, if he was wrongfully put into an asylum,
Wrongfully, Anne. Wrongfully.
how would he convince somebody he's actually sane and not pretending to be sane?
I tell you, easy. And another fucking answer to this is listen to a Grave of Crows podcast, and then I show you I'm insane or not insane.
Fuck, but they wouldn't leave out. They wouldn't leave out.
There we go.
He also said I would calmly and collectively explain to them that I'm not like this on the outside.
I get
you. I'm not like this on the outside. Watching Grave for Crows.
Honestly, I'm calm. I'm nothing like this on the outside.
I'm not insane.
Steve, it's this 20 past 8, like.
I can't you out now.
Come on, you're laughing.
Steve.
Sometimes stop fucking work in the morning.
I'd just like to say that the show is very professional.
That's made my life. There's your special guest.
Oh shit, I didn't know, sorry.
Are you
Socks, yeah.
Socks and Socksies.
That's all right.
Will that move the twin?
Apologise.
The other Portuguese.
Well, I'll stay then.
That is the greatest. That's an highlight. That's a fucking highlight.
That's going to go to Steve. That's going on the Steve the Simp compilation.
Steve the Simp. There's a lot. Have you seen our trailer? Have you gone to YouTube or trailer yet? You need to do it, Ben. You need to do it, honestly.
We're going to have to.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a...
Here's this podcast using that footage there on your Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
That's going everywhere. Anyway, next question for Deirdre.
Next question. Deirdre, if you were a transformer, would you need car insurance or life insurance? That's from
That's a good one.
I would need both. But the reason why I say that, right, is because most fucking Transformers do die. They do die by fucking
bring it down a bit.
They do die by Deset. They do.
There's a couple of kids though.
Well, that's our problem. Maybe it's not Derek. Maybe it's Optimus Prime that we've got in our hands.
The ghosts of Optimus.
Knocking over them.
Yeah, but like I said, Decepticons do technically die, don't they? They do kill. They do.
Most Transformers die.
Yeah, they do.
And so do the fucking Turtles and the Tweedies.
Nah, it's different than it. But come on.
You've got Optimus Prime and stats.
I'm sorry, but when you watch Transformer movies, you see robots getting cut up. You get robots getting smashed and arms ripped off and fucking.
Sure. He's the type of guy who will walk past. He's the type of guy who will walk past a little kid and go, "Santa's not real." You are now. It's the type of man you are now. You crush dreams, don't you?
Fucking you're right. I told you on previous podcasts. The reason why I thought Santa, like I said, Santa was not real was because, like I said to you, I walked downstairs and I see my mum and father put presents on the chairs.
Oh.
And that's that. So that's and I no offense, I believe Santa was real since then. There we go.
He was 21 when that happened, by the way.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. He came downstairs, he believed Santa was real till he seen the crack of Santa's house.
So, Steve.
So, when a Transformer dies, is it a death or a write-off? Socks.
Can you claim on your insurance?
Yeah, you can claim a night with insurance. It's both, isn't it?
It's both.
Get double payout.
Surely they'll say that's an act of God. Sorry, mate, act of God.
I've got an image of one of the Transformers sat down now, an Autobot sat down in front of a man
with his
very
tie on.
firm suit, tie. And you got. This
is going back to fucking Mac and me, now, with the fucking right at the beginning. You see the fucking Decepticons and the fucking Autobots with ties on, going
ties and cords.
He's going to the guy in the suit. He's going, does that cover Decepticon? Right. Anyway,
are you a smoker, Mr. Optimus Prime?
only from the exhaust.
Are you aged between 21 and 65? Insurance?
Go on, Steve.
Dear Drew, if you were to start a band, what would the name and genre be? And that's from Mr. J. Morrison.
J. Morrison.
What's your name and what's your groove, Socks?
I Can't Die and be a rock band.
What?
That's the name.
Oh, right. That would be the name. I Can't Die.
I Can't Die and be a rock band. And it's referencing to one of the guys I know who's in a band called I Can't Die and it is a rock band.
So it's someone else's band.
There's someone else's
band. So he didn't. It's like me saying, fuck off. It's like you guys saying me, Jeff, you could create your own rock band. I go, ACDC. Create your own, Socks. Fucking hell. Create your own.
Nobody's. I call it a Grave of Crows and it'd be a rock band.
Okay.
Hey, that's a mint rock band name, though.
As a disclaimer, can I just say, whatever comes out of Soxy's mouth, got fuck all to do with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
We're not liable.
What rock you playing, Socks?
K-pop.
It'd be like heavy metal or soft rock.
Fuck, there's a massive difference.
You've gone from heavy
metal to soft rock.
He's either fucking Black Sabbath or Coldplay. Which one is
I mean, a bit like Green Day, a bit like Linkin Park, a bit like Limp Bizkit.
So
like,
American
like
rock.
Punk rock.
Yeah,
punk rock.
Punk rock.
American punk.
There we
Is
go.
that between heavy metal and soft rock?
Yeah, but heavy metal is a bit like Slipknot. Like Slipknot is heavy metal. Do you agree?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I think it is metal. I don't know.
It's not of the heaviest kind.
No. Well,
maybe soft metal, maybe, but
Slipknot.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Oh, Slipknot's heavy.
Slipknot's pretty hard, heavy.
It's a little bit of
it's all that fucking
a bit like Avengers 7.
Screamo is. Where used to listen all the time. Screamo out the window.
Yeah, like a bit like Avengers 7 old. Like Jared's favourite fucking. Jared listened to it.
Avenged Sevenfold.
So Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Nothing like Slipknot.
No, that was a sin, but it'd be like going from Slipknot to Avenged Sevenfold.
Carry on, Steve. Before he rips another rock band off.
Andrew, can you please explain to me the difference between mean, mode, median, and range?
Oh,
and that's from.
Hands up, Socks.
That's from I think I'm shit at maths.
Hands up, Socks.
Hands up, Sherlock.
I want to see you ain't googling no any of this shit, but
I'm not googling fuck all. And
maybe fill in Ben and Laney and the listeners onto this.
Well, because you fucking medium and fucking stuff like that.
So is a
in a group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jared, don't you to explain it. So, Morgan, you explain it, please.
So there was a brief discussion in the group chat, bringing up where I said it was actually about the Ouija board, and I called a Ouija board. I called a medium a median, meaning like the average, and then we got it wrong. And then Steve said a median is actually a type of average.
No, I didn't. I said median. That sounds average.
Oh yeah,
Foxy,
right.
I can see you googling that right now, but you fucking
googling.
You've just seen it. I just seen him googling.
I'm not googling.
You're such a fucking liar. You know this is recorded, don't you?
Yeah, I know this.
You know I can see you.
I got 2 screens.
Yeah,
one's
and you
got
was
Google
looking
on
at
it.
that screen doing this.
Yeah, because I got my OBS on that screen, I got Zoom on this screen.
You're such a fucking liar.
Not normally.
Anyway, quick, before he starts
Steve,
googling.
No,
So
Steve,
then we asked which one it was, what's the difference, mean, mode, median, and average. And Soxy said, I know
Average.
it anyway.
no, right,
No, so she said
average,
it's easy.
Average.
Maths 101.
Yeah, it's easy.
No, Steve said Maths 101.
I said math.
And you said that.
Yeah, it is
No, no.
Maths 101.
No, Soxy said, as
Maths
soon as
101.
Morgan wrote it, I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but he also wrote Maths 101. I'm sure he did.
I did.
Yeah, I did. But I literally, on the day when Morgan said it, I can't remember what it was.
Just tell us.
I can't. Literally, I will have to do that for homework for next week.
Oh, fucking hell.
I can't remember what I literally came to my head. I can't remember.
He knows it, but it's
No,
just out over
Yeah,
there.
it's because the reason why is because when Morgan thing, I did something and it fucking totally slipped my mind.
Oh.
Right then.
Boys,
Stop, no, don't.
no, I got it right
He's got the
there.
group chat up.
I've got it.
Soxy wrote Maths 1010. And underneath I wrote 101.
That's
Right,
I
he did.
It's right there.
After I wrote it.
Yeah, I did.
Maths
Maths
101.
1010. I don't know if it says backwards. You see it?
Yeah.
Maths 1010.
That's
And
my
then 101
homework for next week.
underneath.
101.
Socks, I will
No,
let you off.
you reckon it's Maths 101, but you reckon it's easy.
He didn't say 10-10. Socks, I will. He's gone binary, it's fine. Socks, I will let you off if the teachers can answer for me.
Was the teachers?
Oh.
Huh?
Can I just,
Ben and Lanie.
can I just say that I'm
Oh, the
PE
teacher. Sorry.
You're a PE teacher.
Yeah,
There we go.
Wait, no.
Me
And I work
Ben.
in an infant school, and so that's
I
like
don't care.
There we go.
that's
They
beyond
don't,
year 2 for me. I'm sorry.
they don't
Socks,
teach
sounds to
maths
me like you're
101
doing
in
homework for
infants.
next week.
I can't believe
So next time Soxy says something's easy, might listen to him. I know.
It's easy if you know, though.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but that fuck up. I turned around the group and said, look, I ain't going to begin to answer that. I haven't got a fucking clue. I don't do maths. Soxy, Maths 101, easy. He can't fucking reply.
So I think mean, you add them all up together and divide them by the amount that they are. Mode,
the median is where you have them on the outside and you cross them off, and then the
to
one
get
in
to
the middle.
That's your average. And I can't remember mode.
So,
Fuck up.
so how I was taught was median is the middle one.
Yes,
Median, middle one. The mode is the most common.
that's right.
So the one that gets brought up the most. The mean is the horrible one, which means
Gotta
you
add
have
them all
to
together.
add them all together, then divide them by how many, so all the maths. And the range is the largest minus the smallest.
That's right, yeah. So
Andrew knew what I do, Socks. You know what I do now.
Now it
He's
is.
going full
Now
now.
you can
it's
remember.
like,
Maths.
remember?
I remember median being the middle one, and
Maths 1010 for him.
yeah,
What was this, Ox?
median was the middle one.
Yeah.
The range is, like I said, it's from the largest to the smallest.
It's
No.
So you gotta work. No, it's gotta work. You gotta work out. You gotta work out
The difference.
the highest from the highest from the smallest. To work out the difference.
Different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, mean is add them all up and then divide them by how many numbers are there.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Andrew? What are you looking at? What's down there?
I'm doing my fair.
You're doing your vape, yeah.
He tried out a sneaky Google just now. It was amazing. I watched him. His fingers typing, I could.
My screen's here, and I'm doing a zoom
at the keyboard.
Oh, right, go. No worries.
So I think it's clear to see that we're probably all going to fail our maths GCSE.
Yeah, I did, don't worry.
Me and Morgan's not.
Oh, I still failed.
Morgan did fail.
Did you?
Yeah, fucking right, I did.
Right, Steve, any more questions?
All A's I had in my fucking GCSEs. All absent.
Before we go on, I just like Ben's answer. Not P, mate. Fucking P. if it doesn't equate to a ball, I'm out.
That's basically all I do. Like I just tuck a ball into the middle of a field and then just watch the kids run. Like that. That's my job.
Yeah,
I get a pay for this.
Yeah.
Since social distancing, he's had to really step up his game. He's given a bat and a ball and put them in a direction.
We've had to play baseball instead. Bigger distance.
Don't mention baseball on the podcast.
Oh, we're not allowed to.
Don't mention baseball in front of Jared. Come on.
Oh.
You know what happened? You know what happened?
Oh, no, that was not baseball.
No, that was the kids' version. Yeah.
Rounders.
And Jared got knocked out playing.
Jared got knocked the fuck out.
Ben and Lanie don't want to hear this.
Listen, for Ben and Lanie, right, this is the story. So we were over a local football field, and we had like Jared's kids and all that stuff, and we were playing rounders. So Jared's partner threw the ball at my. No, I went. Who threw the ball at me, Jack?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, so I batted the ball up in the air, and all you could see was our previous crow, Dean Dobbs, running this way.
Battering Jared.
and Jared ran this way. So all you could see was Dean ended up hitting fucking Jared, and Jared clearly hit the fucking floor and getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Clean out. I mean, knocked out.
Okay.
The funny thing about it was Jared then got touched up or fucking fielded up by a certain person going,
"Hey,
what are you doing in my bedroom? What are you doing here about this?"
By all accounts, I woke up and said, "What the fuck you all doing in my bedroom? Get out." I can't remember saying it.
So,
while he was in hospital.
So we end up...
No, when he was on the floor. When he was in the middle of the floor.
So we end up...
When he was counting stars.
So we end up taking Jared down to the hospital. And when
I cracked my jaw.
Yeah, so when Jared ended up going into triage, myself... I can't remember who it was. It was myself, Dean, and...
Just you and Dean?
Yeah, me and Dean ended up going to the hospital. And... We told him what happened, and so when Jared walked out the triage, everyone pointed and laughed.
Right, you're missing out. You're missing something out.
Jared told triage was rugby.
Yeah, I told everyone in the waiting room it was rugby.
It was rugby, that's right, yeah.
So when I went into triage, I come out there, I was like, so what are you laughing for? Fucking rounders, you fucking prick.
You got like a really shit guard of honour instead of like... like the ceremony, you just got points and laughs.
But can you imagine he just told the triage or he's strutting out?
Not triage, the waiting room. They went in a waiting room.
You came from triage to see it, innit? All masculine.
I couldn't talk, so my fucking jaw, I actually cracked my jaw. Bastards.
The best part about it, right, was the tablets.
There was no best part. There is no best part.
Wait, the tablets that triage give to him. He's like, after he took them, literally about half hour, 45 minutes later, he's like, right then, guys, I can't feel a fucking thing. Like, I'm fucking good here, boys. I'm fucking brilliant.
Can't feel it.
I can't feel it, boys. He's like, he did it, I guess. I can't feel it, boys. He's like,
I don't know what the fuck they gave me, but it was good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I can't fucking feel a thing, boys. I am broke my jaw and nothing, boys.
Ben, Lainey.
It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Ben, Lainey, can I explain something to you quickly, just in case? When Andrew says bar, 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 it's not a rhyme. It is Andrew's Welsh version of blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah.
All right, just in case.
Blah, blah, blah.
Little translation.
I thought I was mishearing a full word.
Steve, right there.
We've always said that the House Oxy needs to come with subtitles. We've always said it.
Yeah. That's true.
Right, Steve, do you have any more?
I do, unfortunately, yeah.
Go on then.
Dear Drew, Who is the most impressive famous person alive today, and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Who's the most?
It's a good question, but he's going to fuck it up, me.
No, it's got to be the Queen.
Why? Because she's still alive.
She's still alive, yeah.
Fair point.
That is impressive.
Well, the answer.
Fuck.
Right, do you know there's a guy on a fucking Zimmer frame walking and earning, making millions for fucking charity and the likes, and you've gone, yeah, Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Queen.
It's got to be the Queen. Come on.
Why?
Everyone wants to meet the Queen. Come on.
No, I don't.
I
don't.
I don't.
That's your, like I said, that's your opinion. But
Wait, you just said everyone. And when we said no, that's your opinion.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but just imagine if you were getting knighted or like an MBE or anything. You still got to meet the Queen, haven't you?
So?
I'm just saying.
How many people do that?
Yeah.
As well as Clara wouldn't bow, he would.
Courtesy.
Courtesy. What's a courtesy?
It's a bit like
courtesy.
half a shower.
Courtesy.
Right, all right, then, so the same question.
Wait,
the same question for all you lot then.
Oh, I love it when he does this. He turns it around on us. He goes, "Oh,
Yeah, come on,
you."
the same question for you lot then.
No,
I said the Queen.
Ben and Lanie.
No one warned us about this.
Yeah. This is Soxy, don't worry. It's not
This
your
is
fault.
me.
It's Soxy.
You haven't got to answer. Just tell him you're not answering. That's how you don't answer. Fuck you, Socks.
The most impressive person that you'd like to meet, was it?
Oh, yeah, what was the question again?
Living today, yeah? Who is the most impressive famous person
Living today.
alive today?
Well, I mean, if this is down to opinion,
Yeah.
and this man is my guilty pleasure.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, but not like that. Like I just love listening to what he's got to say. It would be Professor Brian Cox.
Oh my God, that was my answer.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all.
Why?
She said, hang on. She said, I love listening to him and what he's got to say. I thought she was going to say me. No.
Brian Cox is gonna. Brian Cox is gonna be mine as well.
He's just incredible. I could listen to what he's got to say all day, like space, science, all of that sort of thing. Really, really interests me. And
yeah.
I don't know. That's my answer.
It definitely.
My answer, Socks. Socks, my answer is Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed.
That is
Brian
one
Blessed.
impressive man.
Brian Blessed.
Hello.
How many people have fought Ming the Merciless with Flash Gordon, climbed Mount Everest, and was grandfather to Peppa Pig?
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Thank you.
Gordon's alive.
What a life he's had. What a life.
Morgan's been practicing army.
For me,
All my life.
Years and years.
I've been waiting for someone to just bring it up.
honestly, I got a nice easy one. The geek in me's coming up. George Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
He created Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's.
Imagine having a conversation with George Lucas.
Yeah, I'd love to have a talk with Lucas.
Also, why the fuck you selling to Disney?
George Lucas, why the fuck did you fuck
What about
Star
the other
Wars?
6?
Say, Lucas, what the fuck was Jar Jar? You dick. The fuck was that?
Ooh, Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
The fuck out, Lucas, you dick.
Any more, Steve?
Oh, right. I see that's a bit of a moot question. It says, are any of your, Socks, dear Drew, are any of your friends completely opposite to you, or are most of them similar to you? Now, there's 3 of us on here who want you to answer correctly, Andrew.
Really? Right. So yeah, some of my close friends are not as like me at all.
Nobody's like you, but nobody.
No one. But as you all know, I'm a vape and stuff. But most of my vaping guys, like I think vape. So
are they the cool vapors or the other vapors?
Vape Nation. Yeah,
I got to run again.
Vape Nation.
Someone broke the seal.
No,
his wife's probably calling him. That's what it is.
none of my close
Probably.
friends. None of my close friends are nothing like me at all. None of them.
You are really unique. I'll give you that.
I am probably thing like.
So, what's the difference between you and your friend, Socks?
Oh, I'm fucking thick as shit, mate. I tell you straight, I'm thick as shit. You like between yourself, Steve, Morgan, and Jared. You all got intelligent. Like you are popular.
Would you put me in the same bracket as Jared?
I am because like I said to you previously, Steve, on another podcast, on our previous podcasts, you made me learn stuff. You made me when we did on the spot. You made me learn things. I am the Renaissance man, as you said.
The Renaissance.
Benny, this is a 1-to-1 almost. This is.
Yeah, like, you, it makes me feel like you're my psychologist. Like,
What
like,
happened to the
Psychologist.
I want to sit down in the chair and tell you everything, Steve, and you like, right then, Socks, no worries, man. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries.
Almost got emotional over there then. I was emotional, that was Socks.
Morgan and Jared were like gaming side of things. Like, they can teach me new things on gaming or teach me new stuff and stuff. My faith, but like vaping side of things, like I probably got more vaping friends due to the community and stuff, and me going to expos and vape shops and stuff. Like
sometimes, I think your way of thinking is really unique because sometimes you say things and then it makes you think. And then you kind of think, hang on. Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Like, who else in the fucking world would have said the Queen as the most important person they'd like to meet? So in a way, impressive, sorry.
Nobody's got a chair like her.
Yeah.
Ben and Lanie, you should, when you got time, just go back and listen to some of the stupid shit Soxy said over the last podcast.
I'm on it.
I'd love to do a compilation.
I was just going to say, that's one day when we got some free time is to get a compilation of Soxy's best answers.
The shit that comes out of his mouth.
It is ours.
That's why I'm unique, like Morgan said, and thick as shit.
It's not.
Listen, I'm happy to meet you, right? I'm not fucking. I'm dull as fuck. I will admit that I'm proper dull as fuck, right? When I was in school, I was not like a brainy type in school, right? I wouldn't like a fucking squat and stuff like that, like
a squat, a SWAT, whatever it's fucking called. There we go.
See, look, there we go. Look, see, but I concentrated on the subjects that I liked. Stuff like maths, stuff like
you squat, boys, right? You squat.
IT, stuff like I wanted, I concentrated on.
Yeah.
So, like Jared would tell you, like stuff with computers, they come to me. They ask me to fix the computers, they ask me to do stuff.
Yeah, you get that stuff like that.
So maybe you're just like genius on a different level then?
He is 100%. He is.
He has been called a genius before.
Yeah.
That was by us, because we're sure it can't be any other way.
No, it's not that. There's not another person out there like me. Spot on.
Exactly.
That's great.
Last week, we asked him the sexiest name he can come up with and the unsexiest.
Exactly. I never thought of those names in a fucking million years.
Why?
The unsexiest name is Jonathan. And the sexiest name is Andrew.
What?
No.
The unsexiest name.
No, the unsexiest name, I hate Jonathan, right? I've always hated it since fucking 10, 11 years old. I hated it.
Docs, can I stop you a second?
Go on.
Lainey, Ben, if someone said to you, what is the sexiest name or what is the most unsexiest name, would either of you have gone, so Ben, would you have thought about the women's names, and Lainey, would you have thought about the men's names?
Yes, I would have thought of men's names and I would have expected
Well, listen to Soxy's answer.
This is me.
Goes, the unsexiest name.
I said the unsexiest name is Jonathan. Right?
Yeah.
I hate the name.
Go on.
The sexiest name is Andrew.
I said Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah.
So we went the two different sexes.
But like I said to Morgan, I said to Morgan, it was another name that I thought would sound sexy. It was Camilla.
Think of like the royal Camilla.
That's the first Camilla that came into my mind.
Camilla is not sexy.
No,
Exactly.
I think like
Barbara's is number one.
I think the least sexiest bloke's name is like Jeff or Wayne.
Jeff is a good one, actually.
Like, can you imagine like a baby called Here? Do you want to hold baby Jeff?
Little Jeff.
Oh, like it's just it's such a strange name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, have a conversation.
Oh, Steve.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about poor Jeff on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh, we've got a Jeff as a friend. Apologise quick.
We have, yeah.
Oh, Lainey.
Oh, Lainey.
I'm sorry. Here. Hang on, just trying to...
What Lainey meant was Jeff spelled with a G-E-O.
Ah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it. You're right.
Jeff with a G. Wicked.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeff with a J.
I think
Jeff's a Navy vet anyway. He's hard enough to
Wait,
take.
Jack, wait. We got more. We got Lainey and Ben giving us the.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bud.
Oh, yeah. Did you have any
sure.
questions for him?
Have you got any questions for Andrew? Could be anything at all.
Right, no, Lainey, you've given us that. Ben, what's your sexy name?
Next name. Oh, well,
You better be careful about this one.
my least sexy name would be Elaine. Like, that's a no-go.
That's an old lady's name.
Yeah. Or like,
I know what you mean.
or like, something like that.
Something like
Sexy
Barbara
name.
or Camilla.
Yeah.
Like old ladies' names.
Right there, Morgan. Right there.
As in the short for Barbara.
Sexy name.
Just want to point out Lainey's sitting next to you.
You know what? The second he comes out with his ex-girlfriend's name, we're hanging up because I'm going to kill him.
I want to know what it is. Can you actually tell us what that name is?
He's already made that mistake once, and I'm sure you know when it was. I'm not even kidding.
I don't.
Sexiest name.
Yes, then. What is it?
Lainey.
Hey!
Got him.
But really it's Holly, but Lainey.
You simp.
We found another simp.
Right, do you guys have any questions for a resident fucking Renaissance man? Then we'll
Resident genius.
Up above, Jack.
Most unique mind in
busy.
British history.
I wish I'd been prepared for this. I could have come up with something really philosophical, but...
Well,
wait. If you
wouldn't get an answer.
Send it to Steve on Twitter.
That's what I was going to say.
Get answers next week.
Okay.
You can send this one. There's no problem. We'll also bring
send
this
us
episode.
Not the Crows. It's Steve Crow.
Yeah.
Or just send it. If we send it to the message already messaged one, I'll get it. So
All right, cool.
Otherwise,
he don't see
he'll
that.
look. He'll look and then he'll do research.
I don't
Just send on Instagram because only I control that anyway. So we'll know about it. Right.
Answer then.
Right. Let's move on to our film we watched last week.
Okay.
Ben and Lanie, I know you haven't watched this film, so I apologise for the shit we're going to come up with.
Hey, don't worry.
Lainey, you're a lucky couple.
Hang on. Let me stop you, Jack. Not a film. It's a fucking porno. Get it right.
Can I just start with?
Work of art.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Right, Soxy, what are your opinions on this film?
Yeah, come on, Sox.
First, yeah, go on, Sox.
Oh, why me? Right, listen, I enjoyed the movie.
There's a reason why you saw.
No, listen.
You enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it because
You understand?
it was a typical, no offense, Lainey, because I know you're a female, you're not right, but it's a typical female cheating on her boyfriend with the boyfriend's best mate.
Why is that
No
offensive
offense,
to
Lainey. Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying, because she's a female you. That's what I was just saying.
So?
Because she's a female you.
Maybe that implies all women
Not
cheat, Sox.
typical.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying all female cheats at all. No.
You've put your
Females,
foot
you
in
call her
it by
a female
saying... You've put your foot in it by saying no offense to Lainey.
Oh, right, okay. No worries. Okay, I'm sorry. But Lainey's only female you. That's what I'm saying. Right? Fuck no. There you go.
Stop calling her a female, will you?
Oh, right, okay.
Lady.
He's like the fucking dad in Friday Night Dinner.
Jesus.
No, Jeff. Oh yeah, the dad. Any females?
Okay, now. Right,
I thought this fucking film itself is a porno. Flat out fucking porno. All you can see in this fucking film was sex scenes, weird fucking noises when you didn't see them fucking making them weird noises. Just going,
There's two sex scenes.
Oh yeah, no, it weren't. There's
There's
fucking
not.
more.
There's
There's fucking
four.
more larger. There's
There's
fucking
4.
yeah. There's like 3 or 5.
There's 3 in the first 30 minutes. Honest to God.
You see Johnny and Lisa fucking with all the rose petals and blah, blah, blah. Then you see fucking Lisa and fucking...
White socks, fucking... too much
Wow,
detail.
you look sexy, Lisa. Anything for my princess.
Yeah. So, like, make love to me, Johnny, when you drink. Like fucking...
Do you mind?
Right, can I just...
So, shall I...
No, carry on. You want to share with us?
No, go on.
Wait.
She's got supper in.
But it is,
Yeah.
it is a flat
Dave
out
Backwell.
polo. There's a flat out
Can I-
polo. Go on.
Right.
I just want to emphasise on the fact that Soxy said, I enjoyed this film.
No, I enjoyed it because
Let me-
you can
Loves a
tell-
good porno,
you-
this one.
Right, you
So-
can tell it's well scripted. You can tell straight away it's well scripted.
Well scripted.
Yeah, you can tell straight away you can tell it's well scripted. You can tell it's
Well
scripted.
scripted.
You can tell it's
Right, if you guys watch this film, you'd be in hysterics right now from them words.
Go and watch it.
Well scripted.
yeah.
Don't.
There's a scene in the fucking film where the mother says, yeah, we're all going to die one day. I definitely am because the tests come back and it's definitely cancer.
Yeah.
And that's never brought up again.
That's it.
What?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a flippant remark.
But
You have
it's
nice
well
legs,
scripted.
It is. You can see it's scripted to hell. It's well scripted. But you can see it.
It's not.
It is not
It's
well
not.
scripted.
All right, okay. No worry. That's my opinion. Like I've got your own
Okay.
opinion.
Let me
That's right,
just, let me
shut up,
just
Jared.
give this quick summary of the movie. So basically, it's about a guy. He's with a woman. She cheats on him. She doesn't love him anymore.
She's my best friend.
Yeah, she then tries to make out that he gets drunk and abuses her. Ends up, he kills himself over it. Sounds really bad, but when you put it all together, and Tommy Wiseau's fucking mind, and he goes, sexy, now we need sex scene. And then it's just fucking insane. You've got like I said, dialogue in this film is so fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I mean about being scripted. Like dialogue, it's well scripted. It's well it is. It is.
It's not.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah. In the fucking
Right. He walks into the flower shop. Sorry, Steve. He walks into the flower shop, right? He's got glasses on, right? He takes his glasses off and the woman goes, oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Fucking
This guy
glasses.
is unique. Anyone would recognise him from a mile away.
So, a tip for anyone listening, I'm Ben and Laney. Just type in the room florist scene and you'll see what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, I did not hit the scene.
I did not hit her.
I did not.
The full movie's on Netflix, but it's actually they blur out all the
Netflix?
sex
I mean,
scenes.
YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube. I don't think it's on Netflix. It's probably to rent on Amazon, but you'll find it.
Listen, I'm happy to send the movie to Ben and Lanie if you need to watch it because it's only an 800 meg file when I downloaded it.
You downloaded it
Yeah.
illegally.
Naughty boy.
Yeah.
This is recorded songs. You're not supposed to say things like that.
I just said I downloaded it. There we go.
Yeah, but he downloaded it from a reputable site like Amazon or something, and he bought it. Am I right, Andrew?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Good grief.
So I've written here, we've had 3 sex montages in 26 minutes. And
Can I bring up the sex
also,
scene?
it uses the same footage as the first one.
Yeah, it did.
Can I bring up the sex scene?
Yeah.
There's a scene where they got like a rose,
It's always
and he's like rubbing it all over it. He's rubbing it on the body, you know?
Yeah.
Thinking,
Yeah.
phones.
So,
Did you see him humping?
yeah.
He's talking
Apparently,
He's like a belly button.
yeah, he's like having sex with the stomach.
Sorry, but Lisa's like this, and he's like that.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, Lisa, the actress who played Lisa, was really uncomfortable with the sex scenes too.
I was.
And you can just imagine Tommy Wiseau just being like, "Come on, another sex scene." You know what I mean? He's you know for a fact he's just there going, "Hey, come on,
another sex scene, another
sex."
Morgan, that's a good That's a good.
You can tell.
It was
can't you?
Impression.
It's a really good
impression of it.
that bit when they're having sex, all right. He's literally shagging her belly button.
Yeah, he's literally.
The position's so weird.
It's clear.
Not just that. Did you see how it started?
So
He goes, yeah, it was Mox. He goes, Lisa, I like your legs.
Yeah.
And she goes,
I like your pecs.
Darby, I like your pecs.
You
And I
have
said,
nice
"Oh,
legs, Lisa.
what the fuck?
Nice legs, Lisa. Fuck you, weird.
So,
Can we?
This
Sorry, Mog, go on.
Did anyone think that Danny was creepy as fuck?
so that's what I was
Danny.
just going to.
Danny.
Is his
He's the
name
most
Danny
creepiest
or
person.
Danny?
Danny.
Danny.
It is Danny because
I
I thought
thought
it
That
was
is the most
Danny.
creepiest character I've ever met in my
Yeah.
life. Not that I met him.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
So Danny's character is an 18-year-old for a start. I thought he was playing like a 12-year-old.
I thought he was young as well.
And he looks about 30.
Quick fact. Mugs, quick fact to you. Danny was one of the oldest people on set, and he played the youngest character.
Fucking so weird. Anyway,
mental.
so Johnny is the main character, and Johnny wanted to adopt Danny.
Yeah.
And he just turns up to their house. But literally the beginning scene, so Johnny buys Lisa a dress, and he's like,
Can I come upstairs with you?
yeah, and then he goes, let's go upstairs. And then Danny is like, can I come?
Come on.
And it's like, what the fuck? Why is he asking that?
He's like, he's like,
I like the watch.
The watch.
And he jumps on the bed with them.
And then he
like
jumps on the
an
bed.
adult playing a kid, and it's so fucking
It's
weird.
so creepy.
Creepy.
He says, I like to watch you guys. That's what he says. I like to watch you guys. It's like, what?
Can
And
I talk about the old, the mother? When the daughter's like, I don't love him, I want to leave him, I'm not happy, and the mother's like, nah, you're staying. He supports you, he's got a job, he's got money, you're staying.
He
And
buys
she's like, I
you a
don't love him.
dress as well.
Love don't matter, she's going, I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, do you know what? It's a fucked up thing that they say. She says, Johnny hits me, ma'am. He gets drunk. She goes, Johnny doesn't drink. And that's it. Ignores the fact that she just said, my husband is beating me. And says,
So he doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink.
Yeah, but she was manipulated when she was trying to fucking...
What
Can I just go back to the original comment? This is a well-scripted film.
Yeah. Well scripted. Very well scripted.
There's a scene where Johnny and Mark are on the rooftop. Johnny's sitting down, his hands are behind his fucking head. And Johnny tells this horrific story of this woman getting beaten.
Yeah.
And Johnny's reaction is, literally, Johnny's reaction is this. Good story, Mark.
Yeah, that is the story.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
He just laughed at that
And his
horrific
laugh.
story.
His laugh is weird too. It's like, that's his laugh. Good story.
Good story, Mark.
This is this terrible story.
I feel like this
So-
has changed you all some. Not for the better.
You need
It's
to watch.
not. None of this is good. None of it is
You
good.
need to watch it. It's a film you need to watch.
Stop. Listen to who's the most sensible on you, Lenny?
Steve.
Ben?
Yeah.
Who's the most
Hang on,
sensible?
Hang on.
I told you as well. He was eating. I thought I'd go with someone who got something in his mouth. Speak now, go on. Say something, go on.
Yeah, wait, say now, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve.
exactly. So Lainey was saying,
They were like, oh, let's play ball.
Let's
So, and he's like, oh, yeah, but the best bit is they go in, Peter's like, I don't want to play ball. What are you, chicken, Peter? Chip, 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 chip.
And then they go outside and you see fucking just Peter fall on his ass.
But they stood like 3 feet apart from each other. So I can throw
going in
fucking
American
ball.
football.
cheep, cheep, cheep.
Cheep, cheep.
What's wrong? Are you chicken? Cheep, cheep, cheep.
Yeah, Peter falls, right? He has this horrific fall, and he runs up and goes, "Geez, you're clumsy."
Yeah. The drug dealer scene on the roof.
Oh, no.
The Denny, and he's fucking super intense too. Denny's just up on the roof throwing his football. Then the drug dealer rocks up. Where's my money, Danny? Pulls a fucking gun on him.
All you can see was Mark and Johnny just running through going, right then, let's fucking take him out.
Yeah.
Let's take a gun off him, like, going to the police.
I think.
Yeah, but he's like, "I owe him money.
Yeah.
I owe him money," and Lisa's like, "What money, Danny? What money? What money, Danny?"
Yeah.
For 17 fucking times.
And then
Did you see?
You see them
Stop
all grabbing
ganging
him
up
against
on me. What's
right
that?
then. Come here, you fucking little shit, Tenny. What fucking money you owe? Come on, tell me.
Did you see, right, how many times they bring up the fact that Mark is Johnny's best friend?
Yeah, I wrote that down.
It's like every scene. It's like every Mark's your best friend. Johnny's my best friend. A lot.
I think it's like, I really think this, because if you need to see The Disaster Artist, everyone, now you've seen The Room, you need to see The Disaster Artist. And
watched it today, did?
So you watched it all, yeah?
Yeah.
Tommy was always just this fucking weird, insane person. Like, no one knows where he got all his money from. No one knows
where he's from. Nobody knows his age. He's this random guy who just rocks up to LA and makes a fucking film. Like, it's so bizarre.
Steve got his hand up.
He was, and Steve will fucking wait as well.
Come on,
At what point in the film, The Room, did you decide I'm gonna have to watch The Disaster Artist?
The Disaster Artist is brilliant.
This film, yeah, I know, I get that you watch this brilliant, but what in your mind says, well, I've just enjoyed this film, I think I'll watch the next one. No.
Have you ever heard of...
What do you mean the next one? It's not a fucking sequel, Steve.
I know it's on it. I know it's on the next one.
Have you ever heard of the...
I literally wanted to kill myself off this film. Right? Morgan, I will tell you now, right? The next film you pick better be better, or I will take you outside and kick fucking you.
Well, the next one I got is Sin City, but I'm a bit gutted that I picked Sin City. I wish I went this route again. I'm back to the bad films. But The Disaster Artist is kind of like what's the Jim Carrey one on Netflix? Is it Man on the Moon? There's a film that Jim Carrey made. I think the film is called Man on the Moon, and it's about a comedian.
That when he's a comedian. Yeah.
And then
70s comedian.
The making of the film is way more interesting and better than the actual film itself. Yeah. And that's like The Room and The Disaster Artist. The making of The Room is way more interesting.
Why didn't you say go and watch The Disaster Artist?
The Room is what...
I could have Googled The fucking Room.
No, you need to watch it. You got to.
Did anyone notice, right? Johnny's upset. He's hiding in a bathroom because he's just found out that he suspected that his best mate is carrying on his missus, right?
Why you lying?
And his missus on... Yeah. His missus on the phone, right? And she's going, don't worry about Johnny. He's just being a big baby. Yeah. And I'm thinking the poor fucking sad is horrific news.
Yeah, but then he came out of the bathroom and went, who was you talking to? Yeah, there's no one. And then he go and grabs the cassette and plays the cassette.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later,
everything is random.
And then he went on the fucking mad. Well, not a mad. He literally went mad. Technically, like
what about
Did he literally go mad?
Well, he did, didn't he? Technically, fucking ripped himself apart.
Right. What about
he threw a few things off the top and pulled a couple of doors out?
Please, God, forgive me. Bang.
All right. What about the random we are expecting scene?
Oh, I know.
Which one?
That was
this?
When she's like, at the party.
We're expecting a baby.
At the party, when...
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who's the fuck?
There's so many like throwaway lines in it. Like you said, like Lisa and her mother is just sitting down having some fucking tea or whatever, and then it's like, "How are you doing?" "Yeah, I'm good." "Well, went to the doctors. The cancer's back." And it's like, what the fuck?
I went to the doctors. I definitely got cancer.
Yeah, I definitely got breast cancer. And then
never bring it up again.
That's it. So is that part of the film? Is it like...
I'm not being a dick now, but I really need to get this bit over with, right? Because it's driving me fucking nuts.
Right.
Can I take you to the death scene?
When he kills himself and still moves.
He's put a gun in his mouth and he's blowing the back of his head off, right?
Yeah.
There is more blood on the floor than in his body.
Yeah.
And she says, is he dead?
Is he dead? Is he dead?
Oh my God, is he dead?
And that was her best bit of acting.
Yeah.
You know what creeped me out? That couple with the chocolates.
Yeah, I got that.
Mike and fucking Michelle.
So
love them.
A couple just uses their house to fucking have sex.
Yeah, but he said sorry, not for sex, for homework.
Oh yeah, for homework.
Yeah. Sorry, socks.
Nothing. So they're supposed to have been teens then.
Yeah, they looked about 40. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
They looked like they were in their fucking late 30s, like.
Tell me what they had to do with the plot of any film, let alone this one.
No idea.
Just another sex scene.
Yeah, another sex
Weird.
scene.
Just another sex scene.
Weird.
Tommy
That's
was
what it
all
was.
going, okay, now the other couple come in and have the sex scene. And then play music, and use Rose for sex.
I like
Chocolates.
in the disaster artist, he's like, we must show my ass.
Yeah.
It's got to be on the camera.
Here we go. So here's a question for Steve, because we know Steve is camp. Who had the sexiest body? Johnny, or is it Mark, innit?
Which was Mark? The boyfriend?
The
best friend.
The best friend.
You know, Johnny's best friend, Mark.
Fucking
hell. Who had the sexiest body, Steve?
Now, for me, all right, clearly Soxy spent a bit of time on this.
No, I didn't spend any time on it. I looked, and I had a question in my head. I had a question in my head when I watched it. I was going, "Here's a question for Steve: Who had the sexiest body? Johnny, Tommy Wiseau, or Mark?"
Sox, I feel like I'm just justifying things for you.
No, I'm not.
Steve, every episode.
I'm sorry, but last episode, Steve went, "Did you look at Chris Rock's ass?"
Yeah, true.
Right, I'm sorry, right?
Ben Lanie, have you watched the film Dogma?
What's it about?
It's religious, it's comedy.
Jay and Silent Bob.
You'd know if you had, so you haven't. It's a scene where the 13th disciple lands, he falls from the heavens, he lands on a highway in America.
Naked.
It's Chris Rock. He's naked, he's face down, and he's just got his cheeky bum, right? I said to them, did anyone actually look at Chris Rock's bum? And they all said yes, and I'm the camp one.
Right.
I just asked the question.
Carrying on from Andrew's question, we've got to move on from because it's getting dark. He's slowly coming out. Every show, he's giving us hints.
No, I'm not.
He wants to be fucked by a man if he's a woman.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
No, Jonathan is an unattractive name to him. And right, he just asked you what about the body's coming out.
And Barbara's fabulous.
And Barbara.
Right, before we actually move on, I got one last bit of trivia about the room.
Like fuck.
We've got to move on. We have to move on.
That question. I want Steve to answer that question.
I'm going to say Johnny because he was beefy.
There we go. Right, Tommy Wiseau, whatever his name is, he put out this billboard of the room. Advertisement on a billboard of the room, right? And he put a phone number on it. That phone number was his fucking phone number.
No way.
So we rang that phone number straight through to Tommy. And Tommy go, are you coming to watch a movie?
So you're coming to watch the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy.
So he put his own phone number on an advertisement of that film. Brilliant.
Oh my God.
So anyway, quick thing. Did I like the room? No. Would I watch it again? Fucking hell yeah, I would.
So, out the Crows, come on, out the 9.
10.
10 out of 9.
You just said you didn't like the film, John.
It's a weird
I can't stop. No, that would. He said 9, I said fucking 10. I ain't doing out of 9. Stupid.
It's out of 9.
It's out of 9.
You give 9 out of 9.
Our scoring system is out of 9, not 10, right?
Okay.
It's been it for the last year, and still complaining. How much?
3.
Did anyone notice?
3.
Going back to it, didn't it look as though like Johnny was high all the time as well? Yeah. Did anyone else think that?
I think that's just Tommy. That's just
it
Tommy.
Is. It's just him, but it is like he's baked, like
yeah. I think the phrase
like
is
the laugh
off his face.
Yeah, like the laugh after the fucking scene where he tells.
There's laughs after every time he speaks. He laughs afterwards.
I want to notice, right?
It's a good story, Mark.
During the cut scenes throughout the movie, you had the same intro music.
Every scene's a cut scene.
Yeah, I know,
but mashed them together.
No, but you had the same intro music.
Same music, you mean?
Yeah, the same music.
Right. Morgs, out the 9.
Fucking hell, this is a hard one actually because It's
What?
such a fucking... Because it's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
So I could give it a really shit review because it's so bad, but I want to watch it again, like Jared said. I'd give it like...
Right.
I'd give it...
You pick and watch it on your own.
I'd give it
Show you
6.
that.
Six. I like it.
Because
Steve, real
it's right
quick.
in the middle.
Sorry, Mo. Go on real quick.
I told my son I was watching this today,
Yeah.
and he said, "It's good for a minute, Dad."
Who said that? What's that?
Alex, oldest.
So
I
you-
would give it 0.
What?
It is the worst soft porn film I have ever seen in my entire life.
How can you do
How-
this to me?
How the fuck? How the fuck they can say? How the fuck they can say? No, it's not a soft porn film. This is something for the big screen. You know,
Yeah.
it's soft porn at its worst.
Yeah.
There's not even any. The sex scenes you might see a boob.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
What?
So what we established is me and Morgan would actually watch it again.
Andy.
You fucking hate it. And Stocksy reckons it's the best script you've ever seen.
It's the most well put together script ever.
I'd give it a strong.
Right.
I give it a strong 8 out of 9.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Right.
I'm sorry.
I reckon we should move on now to the interview with Ben and Lanie.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we got 2 very special guests with us today. It's Ben and Lanie. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Don't know about
It's,
special, but there you go.
Everyone's special when it comes to Jared.
That is true. That's very true. We got a very spooky segment for you. Ben and Lainey live with a poltergeist. Now, right? What do you say was a poltergeist, guys?
Indeed,
Yeah?
yeah.
What's
See ya. Hang on, Steve. Hang on, Steve. See, I got to prep them all the time. It's fine. He's
wait.
excited. He is. Yeah, Ben and Lanie have got their own YouTube channel and TikTok. The links will be in the description. And this is going to be an interview. And they're also going to stay with us for the end of the show quiz, which could be fun. So
Could be fun.
it's absolutely sweltering outside on a Saturday afternoon. So I got to say a big thank you for coming on.
No problem.
We're all puffed out.
So.
We're all sweating. Right, Steve, what was you going to say?
Do you know what's the difference between a ghost or a poltergeist, or are there entities? What's the difference?
Well,
Have you looked it up?
This is something that we've kind of had to learn as we go along. So we kind of bracket our situation as having like a poltergeist within our home, but actually people have corrected us for something. So we originally, our opinion of a poltergeist is effectively like a spirit or a ghost that moves things around your home and can kind of like, I don't know, like hide things and, you know, all that sort of crap.
Yeah.
And a ghost is something that can be seen but can't kind of move anything. But somebody actually corrected us, and I don't know if it was their opinion or if this is fact, but they just said that a poltergeist is like any ghost can move things around, but a poltergeist is an evil entity, so we've kind of stuck with the term poltergeist because everybody kind of knows it as like a spirit that can move things, but really our spirit isn't negative from our experience, so maybe it's a ghost, who knows.
You're answering questions I've got for you for after. Doesn't that? I always thought poltergeist actually means noisy ghost. That's how I always
That's
believed.
what it translates to. You're right. Yeah.
But anyway, so let's start. When did you start experiencing these anomalies?
So
First start.
Well, we've lived in this house for 2 years, and it was shortly after we moved in. There was like little knocks, sounded like footsteps upstairs and stuff like this, but nothing that we always just kind of found reasons for. Never thought it was anything abnormal.
So we would obviously, you know, when you move into a new house, you're kind of getting used to the different sounds in the house, like creaking and all that sort of thing. So we just put it down to that. It had gone on for a good, maybe like a month. Things had happened. Things were not where we left them, but we hadn't really seen anything. Things would go missing. Jewelry would disappear. Things like that. Things were happening with Ben as well.
Ben.
I did.
What kind of jewelry, Ben?
I was the scapegoat for a lot of things for a little while.
Because when we moved into this house, this was our first home together. So I was like, God damn it, I've chosen the wrong one to live with.
Yeah, but since the lockdown and everything, we've been at home a lot more. We've still been working, but it's been a lot of reduced hours. So we've been about the house a lot more together. And that's when we started to notice these things actually happen.
Well, ramping up, and we were actually seeing them.
And then we decided that we'd try and see if we could catch anything on camera, because like, if I was to tell someone what was going on at home, they'd just laugh me off the face of the earth. They'd tell me I'm a liar, whatever, unless you've got evidence. So we thought we'll try and get some evidence to see if we can like prove ourselves a little bit.
So now we've become like ridiculously obsessive with not going anywhere without our phones, for fear of missing an opportunity to capture it. But sorry,
I was just going to say, how old is the house?
This is the annoying thing. It shouldn't have anything in it because it's a new build.
Okay.
We don't know exactly how old it is, but we've been in here just over 2.5, well, just under 2.5 years.
So are you the first tenants?
No. So there were before us. They were here for 3 years, and there were people.
Sorry. Do you know if the previous tenants experienced anything before you, or?
No, we don't. And at the moment, we rent this house, and we rent it from.
There's my polygone song.
Woo! Check that out!
Stop.
That's Steve. Sorry, that's Steve's son.
What a treat!
Well, Tyler boy.
Every single week he comes in with a cameo.
You worry about your doors open.
Less and less dressed each week.
I tell you something.
Every week.
When he was little, we'd be lying in bed and you're half asleep, half awake, or even fully asleep. And he'd quietly come in the room. And he'd come up, he'd only be as tall as the bed, and he'd come up to the top of the bed, up the cushions, and he'd go, "Ugh."
Oh, no!
You would be struggling to get your fingers out of the ceiling, you know.
Well, I'm just gutted that this isn't the week that we're doing a swear jar, because Steve would have had to put money in for Tyler swearing. Every week I'd be putting money in for swearing at you. That is true. He does swear a lot. Right, where was we? Previous tenants you were talking about.
Yeah, so we rent our house, and we rent it from is it a baroness?
Yeah.
They're basically posh people. They don't want anything to do, who don't want anything to do with us mere peasants. So we go through a letting agent, and they obviously have a duty of keeping everything confidential and stuff like that. So we can't find out who they were, or apart from the mail. We get the mail still, the fuckers, but that's really annoying. But apart from that, so all we know is that this house is less than 10 years old.
Yeah.
But we did do some research into the land, and this was all not farmland, just fields and stuff for a really long time. And we were researching a little bit about it, and when they were preparing the land for it sounds so stereotypical. I don't really like telling this story, but basically they were preparing the land for building the houses on it, and they discovered 42 human remains.
Oh, really?
With the hands bound behind the backs. They think that it might be some sort of execution.
Now, that's my question, and I'm on the board.
That's mine.
That's all right.
Crack on.
You're talking. I'm crossing questions off of him.
So the bodies that were found, do you know how old they were or anything like that?
So they obviously they had to get they had professionals who came in, helped with them and everything like that, and they think that it might have
a professional what?
Well, I guess it was just architect. No, not architect.
Archaeologist.
Yeah.
People who tend to dead bodies, Steve.
It was almost there. Architect was close.
Professional people are.
Right. So in my mind, all right, you've just gone. Excuse me, mate. Are you a professional? They've gone. Yeah. Can you have a look?
Go and take these away so we can build some loose.
Go and take them away. So I'm sorry. How old were they? Sorry.
So
the professionals.
I don't know, specifically, but there were battles during the Civil War, the English Civil War, that took place all around this area where we live in Buckinghamshire. Right. And it's thought that they kind of date back to that sort of time. The graves were fairly shallow,
Right.
And the way that they were all like found, like they weren't buried like religiously buried or anything like that. It wasn't a ceremonial way. It was just basically dumped in the ground with the hands behind the back. So they think that it was an execution style death.
So, where roughly did you live? Did you say you lived?
We live in Buckinghamshire.
Oh, Buckinghamshire. Oh,
Yeah.
so would that be the English Civil War? Was that the War of the Roses and stuff, or is it?
I'm not sure. I think the War of the Roses was more Yorkshire and.
Yeah, that's right. I thought, but I'm not too sure on history.
No, I'm not sure, but you can Google it. We found all our information on Google, so there might be more information now from back when we checked. I'm not sure. I wish I had more answers about that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
So, has anyone visiting you? Any friends or family ever experienced anything, or?
Yeah. So, my family.
I was going to say about when my mate looked after the house.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm from Newcastle, so we go there occasionally and spend like a week up there. And we had one of Ben's friends that came to visit, didn't we? Yeah. And he
was round the night before we went away, and we just out of the blue were like, look, we want someone to look after the house. Like, do you want to do it? He lives at home with parents. He jumped at the chance to do it. So he stayed in the house for the week. We went away. We came back, and he was telling us about some of the things that he had happen. He was like, what's all the banging that goes on upstairs and stuff like this? And we were like, oh, there is like occasional banging, but we think it might be like the floorboards creaking or whatever. And he was like, no, this isn't floorboards, this is footsteps. Like, I hear solid footsteps.
Yeah, he thought that somebody had pulled his blankets. We've not experienced this, but he felt like the blankets had been tugged in the night. It got to the point for him where he actually had a bunch of his friends come and stay in the house with him while we didn't find out afterwards, the little fucker, so I would have been like I said no to that, but maybe that's like showed my age.
Did you feel like they say, like, do you want to come watch the house? Maybe you did. Did you want to tell him that little tiny bit of information?
No, and you know what? He's never agreed to do it since, so clearly we put him off.
You are terrible friends. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah. This was a couple of years ago. Like, we were quite new to the house, so we didn't really put it down to anything spiritual or anything like this at the time. It's only recently that we've kind of accepted that this isn't creaky floorboards, and because
for a long time we would experience things separately. For example, I would be in the bath and I would hear like my name being called. If Ben would be at work, and I'd be like, somebody's in the house, and then I'd be like, no, it must be someone walking past. You've overheard, you've heard someone talking, you've thought they've said your name. Ben would hear similar things like that, but we never really acknowledged it to each other. Yeah. It wasn't until things were happening in front of us together that we were like, okay, this is weird. You're saying it too. Yeah. Like, this is happening.
Well, that actually leads to my next question, actually. It actually answers my next question, but have you ever thought of like any rational explanations for the events? But you've already answered that. You've said, go on, Ben.
Yeah. So we kind of describe ourselves as like cautiously skeptical. So anything that happens, we always try and look for a reason for it, for like just like a logical explanation for it before, as opposed to kind of jumping in and being like, oh, that's the spirit in the house, or that's really like that's the ghost who. Or kind of following have decided that it's called Derek. So if I ever refer to him as Derek, that's who I'm talking about. So we always try and look for. So like sometimes I'll be like, that's probably the house cooling down. That's probably the floorboards creaking, or I don't know. Or we just look for reasons before jump into things that are undeniable.
Would you say? Sorry, would you say that you're in a stage where you are skeptical, becoming a believer? Are you all of these things at the moment?
Yeah.
Do you still doubt if a new thing happens, do you still doubt it? Do you still feel, come on, like sort of thing?
Yeah, we'll still look for a valid reason or a justifiable reason. But if something's fallen over and
you're sat there watching it happen from nowhere, it's just
like
moved.
Doors are shut, windows are shut. There's no breeze in the house, like that if we can't find reason for it, then we'll say.
I discovered you personally. I messaged you, and I discovered you through Morgan because me and Morgan's like massively into all this stuff, and I think he's seen it on a YouTube video.
Yeah, I saw it on Top Fives. I don't know if did they get you got their permission and stuff? Yeah, so
but I remember he sent it to me. He said, "Joe, look at this." He said, "I can explain 2 things, but I can't explain the last one." So I watched it, and it was the door opening. He was like, "That could be explained from my point of view."
Yeah.
The chair moved from my point, but then the water bottle. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
The water, and to me, he was like, I don't know.
At first, Jared said, it came from behind the camera. Anyone could have thrown that. But I was like, no, it's actually off the table. Check the table. And
I did. I had to rewind. I was like, why?
And that's the one that caught my attention. I was like, oh my God, I can't work that one out.
And that's the thing. So when we originally started to post little like bits, like snippets of what we were catching, we found that, and to be honest with you, I would do the same. People would come up with explanations and reasons too. Yeah. We're never ever frustrated when people are like, oh, that's just that, or it could be this, or it could be this, or whatever, because I would be doing the same thing. So then we started to try and debunk people's initial opinions. So quite often you'll see on our videos something will happen, and then I'm like, right, let's get in the cupboard so people can see there's no one in there. Let's get around that bend, and try and show as much as we can. And actually, it makes sense. I think naturally people are going to want to look for an explanation for a lot of things, and we put it out there for people's opinion. And
I think, sorry, I think the biggest problem is, from your point of view, is the fact that there are so many fake videos out there where people fake them. And so when you see a fake, so when you actually walked over that water bottle,
hang on now, how can you say they are fake or not?
Because you can see a lot of them are fake. You can tell. But do you want to let me finish? Can I finish?
No, these two have become very annoyed Ghostbusters.
Yeah. When the water bottle fell off the table and you actually walked over, no cuts, and you picked it up and you sort of turned it in your hand and everything, and then he was like, fuck, because at first for me, I always look for the rationale, and he was like, string pull that, maybe a string. But then you turned it and you seen no string, and I was like, fair play to this couple, they're actually showing, look, we haven't done this and we haven't done that.
And actually, I mean, we're quite desensitized to it all now. It's almost normal. But in the past, I would have probably ran in the opposite direction. But now I'm like, no, I'm going to show people that that's just like this, or try and do my very best anyway, just to kind of, I don't know, like, not disprove people, but let people have a more kind of informed opinion on what they're saying.
Have you sort of become, braver towards it, like at first compared to now? Are you just sort of like, oh, here he goes again, sort of thing? Like?
This is something that we get told a lot, like in comments and stuff like this. It's like, it must be fake because you'd
be gone. Yeah,
but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like if you're exposed to something enough, it doesn't bother you so much.
So I like.
Of course,
so here's a perfect example, and it's So I've been married before. My partner was serving in the military, and he spent 6 months, a good few times he went out to war zones. So he was in like Iraq, Afghanistan. And when he first went out, every single time when he first went out, the alarm would go off because they'd be being mortared or whatever was going on. And they're all trained to get on their belt buckle. That's what they say, get on the floor, get as low as you can. And you'd have young lads and lasses who just got there and they'd be shitting themselves, right? And by the end of it, they've done 6 months and they're so desensitized. Oh, fuck it, that's the alarm. Well,
of course.
Here we go again, basically.
Here we go again. Well, if they're going to get me, they're going to get me. We're sitting ducks in the middle of the desert. So, and it's obviously that's an extreme example, but it's almost the same sort of mentality. You kind of learn to get
used on with it.
Yeah, but like this is our
desensitized.
Absolutely desensitized. Yeah. We've got to live here. We either fuck off out of here and never to return, or we love our home. Let's just get on with it. We're not.
Yeah, of course.
Who's
that's what I was going to ask.
Who's the bravest?
Me.
It's Lainey.
I'll give her that. Yeah, she is. I hate it. Right, like when it first started to happen, I refused to believe it. First of all, I was massively skeptical. I did not believe anything paranormal ever existed until it started to happen to me, which I think is the case for a lot of people. And also, I just didn't want to believe it. Like, I was like, nah, I've seen too many horror movies to know how this ends. I'm not going through with this. Like, I'm not.
So, do you want to stick with Lainey's the bravest, or do you want to go with Lainey's the more desensitive?
I like you. I like you.
Is it
We'll go with that.
Lainey's the most stupid, so she'll just dive right in there.
I like that one.
Well, I got to be honest, I'm not happy with you, Per, anyway, and I think Steve will agree with me. Because we were talking earlier on, and we was hoping you'd have a different camera angle so we could see behind you. Because he was like, I hope I see something.
You know what? When we do live, like on Instagram. We used to do it on TikTok, but we got banned for dangerous behaviour. So fuck you, TikTok.
Why?
Why? I know. We were just talking.
We were just talking.
We've got a permanent ban now, the fuckers.
That's weird, yeah.
But don't pick up their tweets either, so...
Yeah.
So sorry, you're not on TikTok anymore?
We still are on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
We're not allowed to go live on
We're just not allowed to go live. That's crazy.
But you can put videos up.
But, yeah.
But you can still upload videos.
Yeah. They can still upload, but can't go live.
Yeah.
So I'd have to debate. I'd have to fucking ask them why.
Yeah.
Well, we've asked them and we've had no response, so they're probably too busy with COVID, you know.
Yeah.
So that's one of my questions was how have you dealt with all like the negative comments and people are saying that you're fake or etc. and stuff?
We believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
We won't like hate on anyone for not believing what we're showing, because this is we think it's a very sensitive subject. Like it's this, like you said earlier, like there's a lot of people who do fake this kind of thing, and that does build up a lot of negativity and.
But at the same time, like. So I think anything spiritual and paranormal is a really provoking subject because you've got religion involved in it. You've got people who might be struggling with like death, or it's quite a scary subject, really, isn't it? Like it all revolves around death and kind of all of that sort of thing. So I think by nature it does provoke a lot of opinion and fear and negativity. So for that reason, like we always kind of go in, if we are like viewing our comments and messages and things like that, we always go into it with a like, look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, this is our truth. It pisses me off when people try and belittle us. I think that's like, I think out of fear people kind of just naturally will react by belittling or kind of making out like we're stupid or we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, and calling you liars and stuff, that sort of thing. Yeah.
You know, like we're both educated, we're both teachers, we're not, it's not like we're like douchebags who have just decided that like everything in the world's paranormal and we're going to document it.
Yeah.
But you know, we just think let everyone have their opinion. Occasionally I'll get a bit salty though, and I'll like leave like some like funny
she can't help herself.
I just you know, like there was that comment, I don't know if you saw on our TikTok, but somebody said that, so Ben brings us a cup of tea up sometimes on a weekend in the morning, and he brought us
you simp.
We had a freaking spoon back. Someone said it was a cracked spoon.
So we responded.
Right,
So
come here. What is a crack spoon?
Well, you tell me. I had to Google it. I'm so innocent.
What is it? I don't know.
You don't know what a crack spoon is?
No, what is it?
Is it broken or?
Is it a spoon you like cook crack on?
Yes. Well, that's what I imagine it is. Am I right?
Yeah, that's what we discovered when we Googled it, yeah.
Even I was getting confused then, because I was thinking, hang on now, why don't I know what this is?
Right.
Why am I
For me,
right,
and I think Morgan's the same, like I'm a skeptic, right? Massive skeptic. But I'm not the one that'll go, nah. I'm still like interested, if that makes sense. I'm still willing. For me, it's like I live on the line of, and I was saying this to Steve, live on the line of, I don't believe, but I'm willing to be proven wrong. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Yeah, we were the same. We were like, I mean, I'd had a few experiences of things in the past that I didn't really I kind of brushed off. So I was like, well, it could be, it might not. Ben had experienced nothing. Had you?
No.
So really, we had no reason to believe. It was kind of like, it would be cool if it was true. It would be cool if it was real, but we haven't been proven either way. So, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I watch videos mostly, and most of the videos I watch is like, I'll see if I can debunk it myself. Like, just so I'm like, oh, that can be done from that. But then I seen Morgan sent me your video, and he was like, and even now, if I think you are faking, I'm like, how did they do that? Do you know what I mean? It's like that. I can't see that being faked. To me, it's like, what went on there? Like,
yeah, and I think the beautiful thing about going back to that video that you were talking about, where the shaker cup kind of comes off our kitchen bench. The beautiful thing about that, and I didn't even think about it, was people that were pointing it out to me, was the angle that it went off, because it went like sideways as opposed to like away or towards us.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I was really grateful that it did.
Yeah.
Because like, great, like
if it comes this way, you could say, oh, it can be pulled, or that way pushed, but that way, then it's quite harder then to debunk that.
That's exactly what Jared thought. He thought it came from the camera, and then he was like, no.
When I first seen it, I did,
And then we were both like, I can't explain that then, you know?
I think like one of the frustrating things for us is we obviously can't control what happens or how things move, you know. So we'll capture things and we'll be watching it, and there's things that we won't post. I'm like, no, people are going to think straight away they've done that, and I won't share it.
Hang on, you're doing best bits already. The poor bugger's doing his best, and you're only putting the best bits on.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. Like, some things we miss. Like, I'm like, damn it, my camera didn't go on, and then you just get your camera on, and then nothing happens. And whoever Derek is, he's a right little shit, because if you make requests, he's like, fuck you, you know? On his terms, always.
Have you ever thought...
Jack, can I just pick up on something you said just a minute ago? You just asked Ben, had he experienced before, and you said you had.
Yeah.
So, Ben.
Yeah.
She's brought him with her.
This is what I've told her. I've told her that she is the cause of all of this.
Yeah, I would admit.
My life was cruising before you came along. Like no paranormal stuff, no weird shit going on in my home. And then she comes along, pow.
Hey, you still having the phone, so I must be doing something right.
And then I blamed you.
But that actually was my next question. That was my next question, actually. Is Derek more attractive than one of you, if that makes sense? Or is he more active with one of you? Or
is it a Derek or a Dorothy?
So, yeah. So we, there's a lot of people, because Lainey unfortunately lost her mum a few years ago. And there's a lot of people that think it's related to her because of the passing of her mum and stuff like this. And obviously, if she had it in the past, then obviously, so it's going her way, I think. But
what do you mean susceptible? You mean is it? Or?
Well, so I don't know. Like, I think people seem to think that I'm more susceptible because I've got like stories of things that have happened in the past, whereas Ben doesn't. But I don't. So I'm home more hours in the day than you are, aren't I?
Yeah.
He works harder as well.
Yeah. See, I'm just carrying this relationship. Like, my shoulders are sore.
I'll have you know I'm the main breadwinner around here.
It's how much work you put in and how much you get paid for. Ben.
Shall I just go?
I feel a bit of a bromance brewing here.
Steve has got this terrible thing of flirting with other men on anywhere we go, and he's doing it now. I've warned him about it. I said, Steve, no flirting with Ben.
Boys and girls are very sorry. This is a jealous Jared. He gets attached.
Ben, how dare you flirt with my Steve?
Steve.
Go on, Mark, sorry.
Going back to, like, you know, working out who is related to and whatever, have you got any, like, professionals or anything like that? Like, you know, a vicar, or I don't know what you'd call, but...
That sounds good. My next question, Howard.
We've had, like, a lot of offers for people to come over to the house, and obviously most of them came... So this has all become, like, I don't want to say popular, but kind of more, we've had a lot more views since like the lockdown and everything. So we were really limited for a long time with
Of course,
like, like get people over, come and have like a séance and stuff like that, and we couldn't because of.
Are you
okay?
Are you saying Derek is your best friend, and without Derek, you'd have less friends?
He's my only friend. I summoned him. And now
I'm not special, but we are.
I want to ask you a question, actually. Is it Derek's fault why Andrew keeps disappearing and coming back?
Right, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
What's going on, Socks?
I just opening my window. I don't want to make a noise.
taking it personally now.
Sorry.
So have you, sorry, Mo, have you ever thought about like putting cameras up and just recording for?
Yeah, I'm absolutely up for that.
Paranormal Activity style.
Yeah.
My only fear is what we'll find.
Yeah,
because you might get
something.
That's one reason I wouldn't do
When
it.
it comes
Honestly,
to this, I'm a massive pussy. Like I am very afraid of this. So if we watched it back,
I'm more concerned about Ben finding out about my bit on the side.
Named Derek.
Named Derek. He's under the bed.
Derek.
Oh, Derek's out there again.
That's what it is. We just solved it for you. You're hearing bangs upstairs, and you go, "What's that? It's a ghost. It's a ghost, honest."
I'm like, oh my god, what could that be?
Yeah, and it's a fella climbing out your bedroom window. That's what it is, Ben.
Oh, that is Derek again.
Oh, Derek, got it again.
Would you do like a Ouija board? Would you do that, or is it?
Have you done a Ouija board?
No, we haven't done a Ouija board. I would love to do one, but not in our house because I just think like they're scary as hell. Like what? Well, right. I'll never say never, but I would want someone who was like a real professional, knows exactly what they're doing, who are completely trust.
A Ghostbuster.
Is there something? Is there an actual professional Ouija board user? Do they exist?
You tell me.
just anyone that's not us.
It sounds to me like Lainey thinks that Derek is judgy.
Yes.
I would do it. I would. I'm not scared of the Ouija board. We was talking about this earlier, and I'm fascinated.
We're actually
what would happen.
Planning on doing one, anyway, over Halloween
we'd like
as
to
a
do
special.
Halloween special.
But
And,
guys, like if we could arrange something. I don't know. I'm a bit. I mean, bearing in mind I would do an Ouija board anywhere but my home, and that's the thing that puts me off. Is that I'm comfortable with how things are at the minute, but like don't fancy any
other Dereks.
Derek the Devil, for example.
You don't want negative Derek. You think he's happy right now, so you don't want negative Derek.
Yeah, I'm not looking to piss him off.
You know what? I've already solved this for you anyway. It's because you're calling him Derek. The fucker's there going, my name's not fucking Derek. He's slamming doors.
what kind of names do they have in the 17th century? It's nowhere near Derek. It's
not Derek.
or something.
He is tamping because you call him Derek.
Maybe we need to do like a seance to find out what his actual name is.
Exactly. See, I don't want to say it because obviously I've not gone through what you were going through, but we've just moved in our house too, and I feel
have you seen anything?
No, we've had nothing. But what I'm saying is, if I feel like at the moment now I haven't experienced anything, I'm like, I do a Ouija board if I did, but I suppose it's a different story if it was happening to me. Do you know what I mean? But I'm really fascinated as what would happen. Would you get his name?
Yeah.
I want to know what would happen, but I don't want to know what would happen after.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do it, but I don't want to have to deal with any fallout. Like if there is any fallout.
We've done other things, like we did like spirit box session and stuff like that.
Well, what's that?
Is that the weird radio thing? That freaks me out. Yeah, that creeps me out.
Right.
That one does.
I heard that, yeah.
I have that on my phone, actually. I've seen you do it. I downloaded it on my phone. For me, my opinion, I think it's... No offense to you guys. No, I'm not saying, but for me, I don't think it's...
We're the same. We'd love to invest into some equipment, but obviously, like, it comes at an expense. So we... we'd love to do it at some point. It's the same with the cameras.
Yeah.
But then, like, we've looked at cameras and stuff like this, and we wanted one per room. It starts to get costly and stuff like this.
Of course.
At the moment, what we're doing...
of course.
we're doing like the best that we can because people are asking like for more information with what we can, if that makes sense. And then making sure that people are aware that like we're putting it out there and we're leaving it to their opinion. You know.
Yeah.
A stereo might not like being watched 24/7.
Exactly.
That is true. Well, I want to tell you all a little something about Morgan. Morgan just said he's moved into this new house, and after what he just said, so it was just me and him on Zoom a couple of weeks ago. The other boys went out having a meeting between me and him over the thumbnail.
It was about the thumbnail, that's right.
So his door was open behind him. Yeah. So I randomly just goes, "Hey Ray," and he looks at it and goes, "What are you on about?" I was like, "Ray, just what?" "She's in fucking work," he said. "No, I was winding him up. Nah, but just behind you." "Fuck off, Joe." I said, "Oh God, a woman was just behind him, Mogs." "No, he refused to look behind him."
I was just like, look,
and he got up, right?
He's just doing the work.
Yeah, but the best thing was, he got up without looking, slowly walked back and closed the door.
See, I don't believe in all this, but things like that still freak me out.
I don't fucking like you, shit.
But the thing is, like, that's what this is, that whole doppelganger thing, isn't it? Where people swear that they've seen somebody, and then it's turned out that that person's like only like I don't know. I was like, I remember, but I don't know why I keep talking about my ex-husband. He's a right shit, so I don't know why I'm doing this. But his family were all, or he was raised on a farm with his family, and we'd gone up to visit, and I remember we had a little dog. I let him out onto the kind of like the courtyard of the farm, and I'd seen his granddad walk like from one of the sheds across the way, like towards the doors, and the dog had come in before. How do I explain it? So he was about halfway across the courtyard. My dog had come back in from having his wee, so I just followed the dog in, left the door open, got into the living room, and his granddad was sat right there in his chair.
Oh, really?
So like, and that I was like, I am certain I've just seen your granddad. Like, what was that?
Funny, actually, I got a story like that from. I must have been about 10, 11 maybe. I was at my sister's, it was actually not far from it. Where I live, there's lots of old miners' houses. They're all, 100, 150 years old maybe. And I was staying in my sister's. It was her first place with a boyfriend. And I was sat in the room. I was on my PlayStation. And from the corner of my eye, I see her boyfriend walk straight past the door and caught my eye. And I look, and then I can't hear anything. So I'm shouting, sorry, I thought it was my sister. So I'm shouting, Beck, like to my sister, no answer. And then suddenly her boyfriend comes from the other side of the door and pokes his head around and says, "Are you all right?" And that freaked me out because someone went this way. There's no exit this way, but then there was no one there and someone came that way. And that really freaked me out. And it's a similar thing. And
and it's those things that you question what you've seen, and then you like, it can't be, so you just brush it off. But you really, like that was a bit weird. It's like I had a situation where I was looking after my niece for a week when she was a baby, and she was really unsettled. She was not happy at all, and she was just waking up to play in the middle of the night, and she was probably 6 or 7 months old, and so I was like, with my partner at the time, with my ex-husband again. It's killing me that he's getting all these, all of this,
he's getting loads of shout-outs, Pierre.
He's the star of the podcast. We might still have him on our thumbnail.
It's all right, guys. I'll send him a shitty text message just to even the balance in a minute. So she'd been really unsettled for night after night, and I was absolutely knackered, right? So I was like, no, we're going to do the cry it out method. She's going to have to learn that at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not time to wake up and play. So we'd left her. We were lay in the dark, and she was in the next room in a cot, and we'd left her to cry, and she was like, I don't know if any of you guys have got children or whatever, but she was like angry, screaming. She wanted to get up. And
whose child is this?
Pardon?
Whose child is this?
Your sister's.
My sister's, my niece.
So you let your sister's kid scream her nut off, and you were just in the next room, cup of tea, bottle of wine.
Don't tell her.
She'll be fine. I've done it before.
Derek's not around.
Ignore
Don't
her.
worry.
Just ignore her for 3 hours
I am the reigning favourite auntie. She can't remember.
because she doesn't know.
Well, she might now. So
Ca-
anyway, she'd been probably screaming for about 15 minutes. She was really, really angry. And it was me and my ex-husband were like, no, neither of us are getting up. We'd made this agreement. She's going to work. She's going to realise and she's going to lay down. She's going to go back to sleep. And it was going on and on and on. Honestly, in the middle of the night, it was so loud. Anyway, so I'm laying there with my eyes shut, and then I just hear it's the weirdest thing. You're going to think I'm freaking mad. I swear on
Ben?
everything. I swear on Ben and Derek.
I'm Derek.
I heard my voice go, hey, shh. And I heard a cute little butt flop down onto the cot. And then I heard nothing. I heard her go sit down, lay down, and then she slept for the rest of the time. Like she slept till about 7:30 that day, and then slept perfectly the rest of the day. And I was like, really weirded out by it. So I opened my eyes because I've heard my voice. I turn and look at my ex-husband. He's like looking at me, and he goes, my instant thought was, why have you got up? We'd agreed that you weren't getting up. And I was like, did you hear that? He goes, yeah. I go, what did you hear? And I went, hang on a minute. We'll count to 3 and then we'll say what we heard. And both at the same time, we said exactly the same thing. Hey, shh. The weirdest, honestly, one of those strangest
sounds
in, like one of the audible, strangest things I've had.
Yeah.
like I said, I'm a skeptic, but you know, I've had things happen and I can't explain it, and that's how I like to think of it myself. If I can't explain it, I can't explain it. Like, you know, if an expert came in, a scientist, and said, "Oh, you daft sod, it was just a fucking reflection from this, and that's what made it look like someone passed." I mean, you know, it's understandable, but yeah, there's things that happen which are unexplainable, you know.
Yeah, and I think like that's a great kind of bracket to put it in, is just unexplainable, because I do believe that it's really is a leap to just instantly go, that's a ghost.
That's my thoughts as well.
Yeah. We're the same.
It's kind of the last thing on the list I put it down to.
And actually, we don't want. I'm really conscious of that, because I think we lose any credibility in what we're kind of putting out there if we instantly go, look at this ghost, look at this.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's my sort of triggers when I see ghost videos. It's always the stupid fucking titles. Ghost caught on, you know, it's always that. But when it's someone saying something happened and I can't explain it, that's when I look more into it. I mean, I showed Jared the one with the mine. The guy exploring an abandoned mine.
Oh, we've seen this. Is it
the chain?
The chain.
That blew my mind.
The alarm goes off.
And yeah, I looked through his channel. There's absolutely no mention of a ghost. Just abandoned mines. And then this happens to him. And yes.
Yeah.
That's when you run.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
chains.
Again, me and Jared were talking. That could be... Who knows? It was an animal, you know, anything. But still, it's
we're always trying to look before we go ghost. You always like try to look at
exactly
like you did yourselves.
And like I just said, you know, I've got a list, and it's the things I'll bring it down to. But ghost is on that list. For example, paranormal would be on that list, whereas some people wouldn't even put it on the list. They say no, because that doesn't exist. But to me, it's. Who knows? I don't know. So, you know.
For me, that was similar. So, like, before I had anything happen to me, I was one of those people that, like, no, ghosts don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, paranormal wouldn't even be on my list. But it wasn't until I started to have things happen to me that I physically just could not explain that I thought, right, maybe there's a chance that this is you. And then it kept happening, and I thought, I'm wrong. I am so fucking wrong.
What has Derek done to you?
He hasn't done anything for me. Like he hasn't.
I'm sorry, I gestured what I said as well then.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
All I'm going to say is happy fucking ending.
So have you experienced anything
Talk
else?
about that, Lainey. We said that was a no-go.
So have you experienced anything outside of the house? Is it only just inside the house, or have you experienced anything outside of the house as well?
It's only in the house, as in like the movement and things like that. I don't know. I mean, we recently went up to Newcastle and then we went and visited Edinburgh as well. And there was like some weird things that happened in our hotel. I was going to say in our hotel room, but that just sounds dodgy as fuck.
Something freaky happened.
Yeah, freaky. But we not even in the garden or anything. You know, it's literally just in this house that these like the movement and stuff's happening. But maybe if we move on to the next place, it might come with us. Who knows?
Oh, fucking hope.
I think you're stuck there. You're stuck with Eric. And me, you're stuck there. Right. Well, thanks both for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us. It's
been absolutely brilliant.
That's
But you know,
brilliant.
anywhere else, you're staying for the quiz now.
Oh yeah.
So we got the quiz. So I got to apologise in advance for Andrew's quizzes.
No.
He's never done a good quiz. He's never ever done a good quiz.
No, I haven't.
That's a lie.
That's why everyone loves my quizzes.
So
Exactly.
This may be the exception to the rule.
So it's simple. All I want is just call your name out and then give me the answer. And then if you get it wrong, you're out.
Okay,
Yeah.
come on.
All right. So the first question is what is in a man's pants that you will not find in a woman's pants?
Ben,
Ben?
a dick.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
technically that is true.
Yeah,
so
sorry, why isn't that true? Why isn't that correct?
why is that true?
So this is, like I said, to find out how dirty your mind is.
But still, that is a correct answer, though,
Yeah,
Andrew.
that is a correct
It is technically, but that's like
It's not the answer he's got in his head.
Yeah. So
Can you ask the question again, please?
Of course, can. So what is in a man's pants that you will not find in a woman's pants?
Steve, the opening at the front, the bit at the front, so you can have the,
What's it called, Steve?
I don't know, the P opening, I don't know.
Fucking front
Morgan.
pocket.
The door.
Morgan,
Morgan.
the
What do you
key.
mean I don't get it?
It's called
The key.
it's called a pocket.
Oh, fucking hell. I thought
Wait, I said pocket.
Socks,
Come
what
on.
is the pocket? What is the pocket, Socks?
Right,
I thought it was a keyhole or something like
I
that.
think your accents make this so much funnier.
Soxy's accent makes this funny.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Don't bring us.
Socks, he can barely speak English.
No, true.
Exactly.
Ready, and this is the next one. Number 2.
Whoa, fuck you, Socks.
What?
Who had the point, bud?
Jared had the point because he said pocket.
What?
I did say pocket.
But he meant,
They say
yeah, but Jared
pocket.
Jared meant a proper
Steve.
pocket, though.
So,
Jared meant to keep his condoms in, not a bloody thing you pull your old boy out from.
sorry, can I?
Steve,
I need.
I got a child on the way. I don't use condoms.
I need an answer. Why was Dick wrong? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Right, so technically, right,
She's been
this
over
is
his
right, so
hand,
this is
that's
to find
why.
out how dirty your mind is. But these questions are technically not dirty answers.
So it's not the dirty answer. That's what you're trying to
that's
say.
what we're not after, yeah.
Okay.
But technically, Ben was still right, though, Andrew.
He is, yeah.
He's sweating.
But
You got the sweat.
I'm boiling. No, I'm boiling.
He's stressing.
No, I'm not stressing. It's just I'm absolutely boiling.
He's stressing.
He's under pressure.
No, right, number 2.
So
Let's
hang
move
on. Just 1 second. So you were going to ask a question, and it's going to make us think that it's
It's a
the obvious,
yeah,
the
it's a
dirty,
but
but
it's
it's
not.
not that. Okay.
He's such a dickhead. You know, none of us are going to answer dirty. None of us.
Yeah.
Morgan,
What?
you've just got to answer what's on the card.
Okay.
All right, so number 2. What 4-letter word that ends with K and means the same as intercourse?
What?
And nobody wants to give the naughty word. Steve, fuck.
Nobody wants to give the naughty word. Go on, Steve.
Steve?
Fuck.
No.
We need that fucking buzzer from KY. Everything will be wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need for this.
So,
was that,
what 4-letter word that ends with K and means the same as intercourse? So if you want to, after this, if you want to Google it, you can Google it.
Google.
Google it.
Google.
I'll give you a 10-second countdown if no one doesn't answer.
What, 10 seconds to Google? Who's got the fastest internet, boys?
Come on,
Google.
So what 4-letter word that ends with
That word
K,
begins with K.
ends with K and means the same as intercourse?
Morgan.
Ruck.
Is it a word that
Nope.
sounds like Chuck but begins with a F?
Right, technically,
that was-
right. So technically, it's what we're all doing right now. We are to each other.
Talk.
Thank
What are you
you,
doing?
Steve. When I'm
So, sorry, explain why.
so talk is the same as intercourse. When you type it in Google,
Don't say that to my missus, for fuck's sake.
Talk means sex.
Jared's at it all the time.
I'm constantly at it.
when you Google it, right? When you Google it, you will find out.
I am
Oh,
Googling
Ben.
it.
Ben.
When
Google.
Ben's trying it on later, I'm going to be like, no, we already did that. It's happening right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Hang on, Ben.
Yes.
Ben, Lainey. I enjoyed that talking session.
The best intercourse I've ever had.
You are the biggest talker.
No, we all know that. Right, you go on.
I gotta Google this shit.
I am Googling it. There's absolutely
Yeah.
nothing I can
Anything.
There's nothing, Andrew,
anything
nothing.
Andrew
It is.
tells us now,
It
right?
is.
You have to look up for yourself
Listen.
just to
Like I
find
said,
out what
we
it
did it.
actually means.
I did this quiz last Friday, right, on a vape show, and everyone said talk.
On a what?
On a vape show.
Yeah, on a
A
vape show.
vape.
What,
Right.
Yeah.
what vape show is this?
It's called Mark My Words.
Hey, we didn't get invited to that one, boys.
I
did we?
know. Kept that quiet.
You get that quiet, you did.
It still doesn't mean it's right.
Did you mention our podcast? I bet you didn't.
I mentioned
Right.
Yeah, you better plug them.
Ah,
I cannot see anything about
Move on, for
talk connected to
Christ's sakes.
sex. I'm
Stop
sorry.
cheating, get off
I don't
Google.
agree.
I can't. It's nothing there.
Come on, carry
I'll
on.
send it. Anyway,
Take a
right.
look,
What is, number 3, what is hairy on the outside, soft and wet on the inside, and starts with C and ends with T?
Ooh.
Is it a
I'm not
cat?
saying it.
Say again, lady?
Is it cat?
Nope.
Damn it.
That's not a bad shout.
No,
That's a good joke. There is a good joke.
some people did answer cat.
So, airy on the outside, soft on the inside.
So it's hairy on the outside, but soft and wet on the inside, and starts with C and ends with T.
How many letters?
Coconut.
Well done, Jared.
Coconut.
Yeah.
You little gem. I would never have thought of that.
The answer was coconut.
He's got Google up right now, hasn't he?
It's like,
Probably.
Ben, they all cheat.
I have, but on my Google right now is talk. Does talk mean intercourse? I'm like, nah.
That's what I got.
Nah. Fucking hell.
Talk sex.
Question number 4. Arnold Schwarzenegger is long. Donald Trump's is short. And Madonna doesn't have one. What is it?
first of all, if we're talking about peni, is that plural for penis? How would anyone even know?
So again, Arnie Schwarzenegger's is long. Donald Trump's is long. Is short, sorry.
Steve, I got it.
Steve.
Last name.
Surname.
Surname.
Yeah, the last name.
And Madonna don't have one. What is it? Surname.
Good. You're going to give it to me now. You're going to give it to me now.
Yeah,
That's right then.
So we got Jared on 2, Steve on 1. Come on, Morgan, Ben, and Lainey.
This is like fucking riddles. I'm not good at riddles.
Hang on, if I remember, Lainey was going to smash the lot of us.
Oh, yeah, this one yet, guys.
Yeah.
Question 5. This one fucking blew.
Stop! Can I stop? Steve, what you just said didn't sound right at all, mate.
Wait, I didn't know it. I just promised it still. I just went with it.
If we're going off the intercourse question, then she is smashing us.
She is talking.
Can't stop.
Yeah, she is.
Derek is going to be very upset about this.
It's a question.
And in front of Ben as well. Shocking.
On to question number 5. So,
Sorry, can I stop you one last time?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my God, we let it finish.
If there's like 6 people in a conversation talking, does that mean they swing us?
Kind of.
Food for thought there, innit?
In a parked car, does that count as dogging?
It's dogging.
Dogging, yeah. Andrew, you started something now, bud.
Andrew, is it? Can you answer that question, please?
Of course.
How many of us are going to Google after this?
Is it dogging socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. All right, there we go. No worries.
Soxy knows all the dogging spots.
I know all about it. No worries.
He does.
All right, question number 5. Let's get back to the quiz.
Hang on, Mark. Only the three. Only the local ones.
Only 3.
All right, only the 3, sorry.
Yeah. Question number 5. I go in hard, but come out soft. And I don't mind if you blow me. What am I?
Steve.
No!
Man, why is Steve good at this?
I know, for God's sake, Steve.
I haven't answered yet.
Steve.
Bubblegum.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Come on.
Goes in hard, comes out soft.
Goes in hard, but comes out soft. And I don't mind if you blow me. What am I?
How much
Bubblegum.
do you pay for the answers?
How much? I don't.
Yeah,
No, I never win.
No, he doesn't actually.
If you watch 2 episodes ago, Steve got fucking thrashed in a quiz.
Yeah.
American, he went head to head with the American, right? And he got ruined. He did. It was ridiculous.
I deserve this.
I still got a paper to prove it, so don't worry. Question number 6. What is at least 6 inches long, goes in your mouth, and is more funnier when it vibrates?
What?
So, what is at least 6 inches long?
I'm good
What
at
is
general knowledge.
what is at least 6
Go on, Ben. Go on, Lainey. What do you say?
Say, can we just do general knowledge? I'm good at general knowledge.
This is as general as it gets, girl. This is Soxy. This is now.
I did apologise.
Again, what is at least 6 inches long? It goes into your mouth, and is more funnier when it vibrates.
Toothbrush. Ben.
Yes, well, I'm Ben.
Got it.
He didn't say his name first. Hang on.
I am absolutely sweating completely.
You poor bugger.
It's the pressure.
I know. Question number 7. What goes up, lets out the load, and then goes back down again?
What goes up?
So, what goes up? Morgan.
A whale.
Nope.
Lainey.
Lainey.
Balloon.
Nope.
Steve. Elevator.
Yes.
Oh, an elephant.
Hey!
Fuck.
An elevator or a lift. So what goes up, lets out the
Come
load, and then
on.
goes back down again.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So this one was
There's like 100 other things that could make sense as well.
Here
There you
we
go.
go. Here we go. This one is gonna fucking like make you think. Number 8. What gets longer if pulled, fits lovely between breasts, slides neatly into a hole, chokes people
Jesus
when using correctly, and works well when jerked.
Like, there is no other answer than a dick. I'm sorry, but
There's not.
Whatever
He's
you
right.
say, it's wrong.
Yeah, it's correct.
It is another answer, though, but dick isn't the answer. But,
No, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but that is the answer.
so what gets long?
Is the answer. There is definitely the answer.
You're missing the rules now, love. You can't decide what's right or wrong.
So I repeat.
This is my
repeat
show
it.
now.
I repeat the question again. What gets longer if pulled? It fits lovely between breasts, slides neatly into a hole, chokes people when using correctly, and works well when jerked. What is it?
Slides neatly into a hole.
Let's just think. I'm going to give you a hint for this. I'm going to give you 10 seconds and I'll give you a hint.
Oh, Steve.
Steve.
A tie?
Nope.
Fuck you, Steve. Fuck you.
It's the hole that's getting me. Go on.
It goes through a hole, doesn't it?
10,
Ah, true.
9.
Oh, where's the hint? You just said I'm going to give you an hint.
I'll give you a hint.
I'll give you a hint. 10.
Right. What am I doing for you?
Driving.
Right, so think of driving. What have you got to do before you start the car up and pull off?
A key.
Seatbelt.
Lainey,
Steve.
Seatbelt.
Lainey said her name. Seatbelt it is.
Seat.
She already answered. She's out.
No. Ben's the one who answered, and he said dick. Which again, it goes back to.
And lady answered. I ain't down this. I ain't fucking down this.
You mind this?
We'll never be allowed back on here for cheating now. I'm sorry, guys.
Cheating bastards.
Two more. Number nine.
Quiet.
Number 9. When I go in, I can cause some pain. I fill your holes if you ask me to, and ask for you to spit and not swallow. What am I?
What?
Morgan.
Morgan.
Sorry.
Dentist.
Yes, Morgan.
Can I go back to...
Answer, Morgan. You stole my
Can I go back to the previous question, Socks? Ask our previous question again.
What? So what gets longer is pulled. So when you pull the seatbelt,
Right.
it gets longer.
Yeah.
It's lovely between breasts.
doesn't,
Right.
you know.
Right? Slides neatly into a hole.
It was
You gotta
obviously
put the
a man
seat-
asking
you
the
gotta put the
question.
seatbelt into the hole.
Yeah, but it's the last bit I can't understand.
Chokes people when using correctly.
Talks people.
Chokes.
Choke.
It chokes.
Oh.
It chokes. It chokes
Does it?
people. Chokes people when using correctly and works well
Works well when what?
when jerked.
Nice demonstration.
No worries.
Go on, then.
And the last one. What's long and hard and has cum in it?
Oh, God.
Cucumber.
Yes, Jared.
Long and hardness coming.
Steve, I've used my name, Steve Cucumber.
Cucumber.
What's the rules? What's the rules, Socks?
Oh,
What's the rules?
Ja.
Fuck me.
Yes.
what? Jared had the
Fuck
point.
me. No, dickhead at the point.
Jared just shouted out the answer instead of saying his name.
Oh.
Gotta follow the rules.
So the scores on the
All about
doors.
the rules.
We had Morgan, Ben, and Lainey with 1 point each.
I'll take that.
Jared on 2 and Steve on 4.
Hooray! Hooray!
Socks.
Clapping.
Socks, if you keep sweating the way you are, you'd end my drink.
Yeah, no, true. You're right there, right. So that is how dirty your mind bit is. I do have other ones.
That was good, actually. I like that.
That was a good one.
Even though it was
Other
fucking
quizzes are
original.
available.
I think
Yes, they are.
not sponsored.
Anyway, thanks Ben and Lainey for coming on the show. I've been Jared.
I've been Andrew.
I've been Morgan.
I've been Steve, and then Ben have been.
Lainey and Ben.
Hey.
Hey guys, just a quick announcement. We actually forgot to reveal the Twitter poll for Film Club this week. Lady Hawk came in at 7.4%, Whiplash came in at 25.9%, Starship Troopers and Sin City actually tied at 33.3%. We gave our guests, Ben and Lainey, the honours of choosing which film they'd like us to review, and they chose Sin City, so we'll see you next week.